What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Dream Cancel podcast, and this is episode 24 of Dream Cancel Live. My name is Desmond De La Ghetto, and on tonight's show, we're going to be talking with Liston the Prince from New York City, and we're going to talk about his have him answer our KOF history, past, future, and present. And joining us tonight, so far we have Lazy Freddy from Connecticut. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up?
And where you at right now, Malik? You in Georgia?
Yep, back in Georgia now.
All right, man. What's up? How you doing, man?
All right.
And our special guest, we have Liston. What's up, dude?
I don't think he can hear you. Listen.
Uh-oh.
Whoa, what happened to him?
Can you hear him?
Yo.
Okay.
Oh, what's up, dude?
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna have to exit out again.
Yeah, I did too at first, man. But it's all good, dude. All right, cool.
All right,
man.
cool.
Yeah, man. Welcome to the show, man. It's good to have you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem, man. Well, yeah, we're gonna get to you in a little bit, man. First we want to get into some promotion plugs and some news surrounding the KOF scene and FGC scene or whatever. Well, let's give some shout outs. Well, you gotta get the shirts.
Yep.
$12. If you want this design, this one is $11.50. If you want this one.
I actually like that one.
Yeah, man, you should get it. Next, shout outs to Team Chaos. Shout outs to SLR Rosarito. Shout outs to Chris Santoso. Shout outs to Kings of Colorado. Kings of Co. Shout outs to Pedro and Edgar and ASAP and all the other KOF players in Colorado. Big ups. Big ups to Zero Black from Chile. He streams whenever he wants to, so follow him on Twitter and on YouTube. Oh yeah, shout outs to the Frame Data app that you can put on your phone to check out characters' frame data and stuff like that. Oh yeah, play KOF13 on Steam. Oh yeah, chat with us on Chatwing on the front page, and you can also download it on your phone.
I actually like that. Like I thought it wouldn't stick, but I actually like it a lot.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I'm on there right now, and I see some people up in there. So go ahead and chat with us. Oh yeah, view the forums via Tapatalk, which is an app where you can look at the forums and you can check messages and latest messages and whatnot. Pretty useful.
Oh, Desmond, can I ask you a question? How do you add Dream Cancel to Tapatalk?
Okay.
I recently installed it, but I couldn't get Dream Cancel on it.
Okay. Yeah, you go to or you open it up and then you go to I think you go to the search and then you put in Dream Cancel.
Yeah, and it didn't pop up. Like
It didn't?
nothing. Yeah.
Let me see. Let me try it on my end.
Yeah, I got Shuriken and Dust Loop on there, but like no Dream Cancel.
Hey, I can't get sure you can on mine.
Really?
Nah, man.
I got it on there.
Really? All right. Well, let me see.
Yeah, like when I type in Dream Cancel, I got like Homing Cancel.
Ooh, yeah, I see that, man. That's
Like
weird.
Arcana Heart.
Yeah. Exactly.
Anime heart.
All right, let me see if it's under a different name. Let me try putting.
If I type in Dream Cancel one word, I get like NeoGeo.com forums.
Oh, really? Damn.
And Mortal Kombat United.
That's random.
Yo, Mortal Kombat United though.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's having trouble finding it, man. Did you put in like King of Fighters?
I gotta get more colors.
Yeah,
Okay.
King of Fighters even they give you completely unrelated form.
Yeah.
But fertility fighters, come on, this is completely not related.
What?
Fertility fighters. When I type in King of Fighters, it gives
Fertility.
fertility fighters. Badger Tech. Yeah,
Gratuitous fighters.
I think the search function in Tablet Talk is broken at the moment. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, it is. I'll look into it though. I'll definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, because like before, I just put in. I mean, that's how I edited it in the first place. But okay, yeah, I tried to connect on XOK. It's not connecting on there now. Okay, yeah, maybe it's something up. All right, cool. Oh, yo, Fred, man. Why don't you do the front page coverage if you could, man? Because I know there's some stories that have been up since the
Okay,
past.
let me see if I can do the screen share. All right, so you guys can see the screen share.
Yeah, I have it up.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first story: SNK Playmore expands year after year. Employees increased by 30%. So yeah, so on the homepage of SNK Playmore, they have a list of the number of employees headcount, and yeah, and our friends over at KOFXIII has been keeping track of how many employees they employed, and yeah, and this year they hired 30% more employees, which brings the total employees to 199, up from 151 employees from last year. So most of these employees, some of them are actually hired for 3D artists and everything. Like remember, they posted some job ads earlier. So not all of these employees, these new employees, are pachinko slots, as people have been making fun of. But they're still hiring for pachinko slot, but most of these people already hired. A lot of them are not working on pachinko slots or mobile games. Some of them do actually work in other games, if you recall from their job ads from earlier. So there is some hope for us, and hopefully we'll see some news from them at some point. Another news, but go ahead.
I think the next game is probably be a Samurai Showdown game.
Say what? I
think the next game might be a Samurai Showdown game.
Samurai Showdown?
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
I think.
So like I think like around Evo they released like a trailer, and then I got so hyped. And then it turned out to be a Samurai Showdown pachinko slot game.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I remember the trailer. It even had like health bars and everything, but it was just a pachinko.
Wasn't
slot.
it like a year old?
No, it was new, right?
Well, it wasn't the one that James Jr. Tweeted, right?
No, I think it was new.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Our second story. Shout outs to SNK Play More America. They actually gave us a few iOS codes for KOF98 for iOS. So if you would like to get one of these free codes, you can join our contest. And the way to do this is to like our Facebook page and then submit a story, right, Desmond?
Oh, all you got to do is just put in a comment on the little status or on the Facebook page itself. Just say 98 for iOS.
Okay. So that's all you need to do.
Yeah, and actually we have one more code left.
Okay, so like do it now, and you can claim the last one. I haven't played it yet on my iOS yet because I don't like playing it on my tablet. Like I got an Android phone, so I couldn't try. But yeah, and it's also available on Android, so just go buy it.
All right.
Okay, and more option selects by the Conan. Yeah, go check it out. More option selects by GutCL. Yeah, seems that there's a lot of option selects these days once we realize how to do it.
Yeah, man, those were coming out like just crazy after Evo, man.
No, because right after we realized how to do it, like everyone can go home and go into training mode and see if they can find something else. just to exploit the
Yeah.
differences between hit stops and whiff motions. It's
Right.
basically exactly the same way you do it in Street Fighter. I'm surprised it took us that long to do
Yeah.
it. Like people have been doing this in Street Fighter for I don't know a couple years, like jump in or do a meaty and then buffer into ultra. People do this all the time in Street Fighter. I'm
Right.
surprised we haven't tried this until Tokido came in Street Fighter, where
Right.
yeah. Okay. I think that's it. Not sure if we covered this story. KOF Challenge, South Mexico versus North Mexico first to 20, featuring some of the best players from Mexico, including Kula, Hugo, Canibalito, and Koopa.
Right.
So
Okay.
check it out. Yeah, so that's all we have.
Cool. I think we have one more that Chris posted up from. I think it's like almost near the top where under the podcast one is on the other
Did I
page.
miss it? Let me see.
Wow. Liston got dropped from the call again, I think.
Damn.
I don't know what is going on.
Oh, Team SLR versus Ensenada Casuals. Yeah, the long-standing rivalries from the two teams. And yeah, they have uploaded footage for their battles.
I haven't checked it out just yet, but I will though.
Yeah, so check it out if you will. So that's all. Okay, I think we got Liston back.
Yo, you here, man?
Yo, Liston.
Damn, man, I hope it's not as bad as almost like that Canibalito episode. You remember?
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, that's why I don't like using the mobile device.
Yeah, Canibalito dropping in and out, and then like.
No, Liston's back.
All right, cool. Oh, yo, some tournaments coming up, man, and if I miss any, y'all just fill me in. Guts 3, and this is in Connecticut, right?
Yep.
All right, cool. You know much about this?
Yeah, so this is the third year for Guts. It started out as a Boston major, and then the second year they moved it over to MIT in collaboration with their media department, and this year they moved it to Connecticut, sort of like a central location for the Northeast. Like it's equal distance between New York and Boston, so like everyone would have an easier time to come. For New York, we can just take a train up to Connecticut, and a lot of times there's actually like really cheap buses you can take because it's conveniently located in Foxwoods. There's a lot of shuttle buses that take you directly to the casino from New York for very cheap or maybe even free. I don't even know. Yeah, so it's looking like a really good tournament. It's going to be an official Capcom Pro Tour ranking tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and they actually got some international invites for Guilty Gear. The legendary Guilty Gear player Rue will be in attendance. There's also a bonus pot for Blaze Blue and Under Night in Birth, and KOF will also be there for the third year. Yeah, I attended this tournament for the first one and the second one last year. And yeah, and I have to say I had a lot of fun, and it's gonna be a good tournament regardless. So I encourage everyone to join.
Who's streaming?
Yo,
Arturo is streaming is gonna be the mainstream this year.
Okay, great. Yeah, what's up? Listen, yeah, I see you keep dropping in and out, man. Is your connection okay?
I don't know, man. Like, every now and again it just drops. I'm gonna apologize ahead of time if it things like that happen.
All right, are you on your phone? Are you using your data?
Yeah, I'm on my phone.
Oh, that's probably why.
Okay. What about?
Yeah.
Okay, is there no Wi-Fi or something in the crib that you could try to latch onto?
No, I'm using Wi-Fi right now, but that keeps on dropping in and out.
Oh, snaps. Okay.
I don't know why.
Can you use it from your desktop, you think?
Well, I don't have a mic.
No, I mean, like, your mic jack doesn't work from the phone either?
Because I'm using my phone, period. I just don't have a mic jack.
Oh.
Well, your laptop doesn't have like a built-in speaker or anything.
No, it doesn't.
Whoa, that must be an old ass laptop, man. All that
No,
time.
I don't have a laptop. It's just a hard drive.
It's a desktop. Okay.
It's
Oh,
a desktop. Yeah, yeah.
desktop.
I just don't have a mic with it.
I feel you. Okay.
Yeah. My bad ahead of time.
Oh no, it's cool, man. All right. Well, all right. Next tournament. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is going on in Minnesota. It's Hyper Fighting 2, and we're gonna have Smash, Street Fighter, KOF, and hopefully we might have Under Night. That's like the new crack for the week.
For the month.
Say what?
For like I guess like the month.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, come on up. It's August 30th, one day. So if you're in Wisconsin or even Illinois, just come up, play KOF or any other game. We're gonna have Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue, and all that other stuff. Got food, got drink, beer, at a very nice venue. And yeah, just come check it out. And next we have Summer Jam 8, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
In Philadelphia, August 29th, 30th, Pennsylvania. KOF is gonna be there, right?
Yep.
Of course.
All right, cool, man. Who's coming out there? You know any people from out of state? They're coming.
It's
I
a
know-
Big
I-
E tournament, so it's probably the usuals.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. Do y'all know who's streaming?
Everyone. Probably Beefuteki, Arturo,
Spooky.
Spooky, maybe KPB. I would assume.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
And maybe Stigbug himself or someone.
Hmm.
Okay. All right, cool. Freddie, what you have up, man?
Oh, I just want to give a plug to our tournament this Saturday, New Challengers Resistance 2, sponsored by the Steamco and Broken Tier. It's happening this Saturday in Stratford, Connecticut. It's going to be a big tournament with lots of people coming from out of state. KOF is going to be there. We're going to see the return of Pachu KOF. I know he's been really, really hungry. He's been messaging me nonstop about like, is there going to be a KOF tournament? As I try to get as many people to come as possible. But yeah, like right now, Pachu KOF is coming. Dynasty has already confirmed, and Liston said he's interested, and I hope more people will come. Murderkai is also should also come. He said he had a problem with his car and he's gonna get it fixed. If he can get it fixed in time, he'll show up. So it's looking like a pretty good tournament for KOF and for other games. Yeah, so make sure you come check it out.
Okay, that sounds cool. I like that the artwork for the poster, man. It looks like some like esports like kind of stuff, whatever the esports font.
Yeah,
Like they have some shooters or something up there.
Yeah, they put in quite a lot of work into this, and this time they rented the entire hotel ballroom, so it's gonna be sick.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and they got like Broken Tier and Steamco on site to sell some merchandise, so it's good.
Okay. All right, cool. Any other tournaments that are coming up soon that y'all know of?
I mean, other than the Fall Classic, but that's like in October.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn. No, it's crazy.
What about the tournament in Texas? The big one they're organizing in Pasadena, Texas?
I have no idea what that is.
Have they announced it? I've seen something like that. I kind of know what you're referring to somewhat.
Yeah,
I might be out of the loop on that one.
Yeah, I don't think they have made like an official announcement, but yeah, they told us like maybe informally.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, yeah, I was saying like it's kind of crazy how the tournament scene is kind of slowing down a little bit. I mean, it's obvious after Evo, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's been. Well, this game is 4 years old now. So,
Right. Yeah. I mean, I remember we did I think podcast back in January or February. There was like a tournament every week in different regions.
yeah, New York.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, all right. We got Liston is popping in the.
Again, I'm back.
Word. All right. Cool, man. Let's get this interview cracking, man.
Yeah.
We don't know how long it's you're gonna pop in and out. All right, cool, man. First and foremost, man. Wait, what? So your gamer tag is Liston the Prince or TSB the Prince or like what is
Prince. um, nah, like it's the Prince, but then sometimes I randomly just change it.
Okay, all right, and it's and team name was it Team Stickbug?
Yeah, I'm part of Team Stickbook.
All right, cool. All right, great, man. Where were you? Where were you born, man?
I was born in Trinidad.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I was. Damn, never mind. I ain't gonna say no. I was gonna guess a different place or whatever, man. But,
No one ever knows like Liston is born from Trinidad.
I had no clue.
No one knows. No one knows. I'm serious.
Yo,
Yeah.
that's Liston's mix-up that always works.
Like, yeah. All right. Cool. All right. Great, man.
I'm not even gonna ask what you thought I was.
No. I ain't gonna go there, man.
It's like, I thought you were saying, nigga.
Hey, how long were you in Trinidad for before you came to the States?
I came here when I was 10.
Oh, word. All right, cool, man. Was you playing any games there at all, or not?
Not really, no.
Okay. All right. So, you started playing games when you came to New York, right? Or did you first stop in New York?
Yeah, no, I've lived in New York since I came here.
All right, cool. What was your first fighting game that you can remember?
My first fighting game was Street Fighter II in the arcade.
Oh, word. What year did you start playing that?
When I was 12. Not really sure what year.
Okay.
What version were you playing?
What?
What version of Street Fighter 2 were you playing?
It might have been a rainbow version.
Yo,
Hey,
the
Cause like I don't know, Vega left the screen and he never came back.
Oh man, yo, where was this machine at?
It was in my pizzeria across the street from my elementary school.
Okay, all right, cool. Well, pizzeria, yeah, that's always like a spot, like a pizzeria or like a convenience store, corner store, or something like that.
Yeah, every morning before I went into school, I was there.
Right. Okay. Were there a lot of people playing at this place, or was you kind of like one of the only people there?
Nah, there were a lot of people, and you know, I was a little kid. I sucked. I had to wait till they left.
Oh, damn, really? Damn.
Yeah.
Man, people.
The real arcade days.
Yeah, people nowadays they missing out. Well, I won't say they're missing out, but you know.
Nah, you hit it right.
Yeah, cause like yo, I would play, but it wouldn't be like I'm getting to play or learn anything, you know.
Right. Okay. All right, cool, man. Have you played any like SNK fighters around the time you were playing Street Fighter?
Well, when I first started playing like consoles,
Yeah.
that's when I first, and there was a KOF94 machine in the same pizzeria a little bit later.
Oh, really? Oh, how was that? Did you like it?
I liked it. I liked it a lot. Like when 95 came out, I got it for PlayStation 1.
Hey, yes. That's where it all began for me.
Yeah, I remember playing that exact version at a game store on PlayStation. And it was weird because like I used to play 96 in the arcade and then playing 95. It just felt weird. Like I don't know, man. Like,
Two different games, like completely.
yeah, and that was like one of the only KF games that came out in the U.S. for PlayStation, right?
Yeah. I mean, well, 97 came out. Did it? Yeah. 97 came out. I don't remember if 96 came out.
Okay. I do remember they skipped some years or whatever, man.
I know 99 came out on
Wait, they
console.
never released 96 with a ROM cartridge and everything in the US?
Yeah.
The cartridge.
Yeah, they added like the RAM cartridge for the Saturn.
Oh,
You know.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
and that was like a godlike port.
yeah. It was like almost arcade perfect except for them damn loan times.
Yeah. Well,
oh,
it was.
you're forgetting about
the
Neo
loading
Geo
time.
too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Like,
Geo was kind of that's a given, but like the for the I won't say the poor people, you know what I'm saying? We
yeah,
yeah, that PlayStation or
Mhm.
Saturn, you know. All right,
for
cool,
real.
man. Um, so like, what fighting game did you like start taking like competitively, man? Did you just start with Street Fighter 2 or 95?
Well, I played casually with amongst my friends,
Yeah,
but it was competitive amongst us. But then, back in the Marvel One days,
yeah.
one of my friends met up with these guys, Josh Wigfall, Mike Devonish, and some other guys, and then we started playing them in Marvel One, and that's the first time I got experience with a tournament. The first tournament I ever went to was ECC,
Hmm.
the East Coast Championships.
Okay.
I did horribly.
What year was this?
I really can't remember. Like, it was.
Had to be before 2000, because
Is that a tournament
well,
at the break?
I was 17. So maybe 97.
Damn, yo, how was like the tournament compared to like tournaments now? Because all the way back in
Oh,
'97, there was definitely like
it was.
technological like
Oh,
disadvantages.
yeah. Everything was on arcades mostly,
Yeah.
and then so basically like, and there would be a couple of arcade machines, maybe 3 at max.
Okay.
So then it would be like 100-something man tournament,
Damn.
and everybody, no matter what your match was on your back.
Hmm.
So you would have like literally like 50 people in a circle around you.
Damn.
So I'm talking about, when I say a circle, I mean they're on your back.
While you're
Yeah,
playing.
yeah. I've seen some old videos on YouTube, and it's completely like that. It's crazy.
Son, that's how I remember those days. I had to get the chair and stuff. I had to look up in the cabinet like, oh man,
It's like a true
such a
cipher,
midget.
and there was no projectors, anything, right?
Mm-mm.
No, you have to stand up on chairs.
Damn. Oh, see that little screen like tilted back.
Yeah, and we didn't really have really good footage until Preppy came along.
Okay. What
So
he brought his camcorder or something?
Yeah, he would make it a point to record good matches,
Okay.
and he would upload them and whatever. So that's the first time. But you have to understand that, like, back then there was no footage.
Right.
So there was no YouTube. We had no footage.
Didn't you have to like
And-
upload the footage to like IRC or something?
Yeah, stuff like that. But like, also, like, if you wanted, like, you were on the forums and you were reading what was going on.
Right.
So, and that's the best they could do at the time.
Right. Yeah, and people were probably recording on VHS and shit.
Yeah, there was no cell phone footage, nothing like that.
Yeah. Okay. What places have you traveled, man? Have you traveled like outside NYC to play any tournaments, any games?
Yeah, I mean, Philly, of course, Connecticut,
Mm.
Cali, a couple of times, Vegas, of course,
Oh yeah.
Virginia, ATL.
Hey.
Yeah. I mean, I'm probably forgetting a Jersey. Well, that's right there. So
That's the given, yeah.
yeah.
That's the dump. That's the garbage. That's the, what's his name? The junkyard.
I'm not gonna say anything about Jersey.
Yeah. How do you feel about like traveling, to get better at fighting games or just for fun?
I think it's necessary because, like, first you have to make a commitment, you know.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna travel, you're gonna try your hardest. Now you might lose. Most likely you'll lose, but it's just gonna make you want to try harder.
Right.
And plus, when you travel, people play differently in different states, different countries, whatever.
Yeah.
And you get to have that experience, you know. Plus, if you leave your comfort zone, you get a better understanding. Because when you go to a different state, no one's on your side. Like, you're always the enemy. Everyone's always going to be cheering against you. And you have to get used to that.
Right.
Yeah, so it hardens you. It makes you basically into a champion.
Right. Yeah, that was a good point you made about different styles, because like even if like you watch videos on YouTube and whatnot, even if you play online, like that's still like a small amount of like people, man, when you go to a different area, you know what I'm saying? That don't
Hmm.
like play online or don't put their footage up, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Right.
I mean, it was really different back in the day when I first started because there's a saying we would always say save it for nationals.
I
So
think I
like
think I heard that a few times on y'all streams, man. Like
yeah, like
what's that about?
we wouldn't say whatever we had, we wouldn't say anything about it, right? And then we'd use it at the nationals or whatever. Like there was no sharing, nothing like that.
Hmm.
In fact, like Marvel 2, the guard breaks. The guys I played with in Marvel 1 knew about guard breaks during Marvel 1. In fact, they knew about it since Marvel Superheroes.
Oh, that shit. Yeah, I remember that.
So it actually went a few years before anybody even knew about it.
Hmm.
And they never told anybody. We just kept it between us. I'm not saying that's cool, but that's how it was.
Right. Okay. All right, cool, man. Have you ever ran any like tournaments before? Like ran any
Uh,
brackets or organized anything?
yeah, like when Marvel 2 was kind of dying down in New York at a certain point. So I was doing while Chinatown Fair was still active. Well, it's active right now, but when it was like a fighting game spot, basically I used to run Marvel 2 brackets over there, like every weekend.
Hmm.
Yeah, I did that for like a couple of years.
Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, do you play online in any games, or have you tried playing online?
Well, lately I've been trying to play Street Fighter 4 online because that's kind of my focus at this point.
Yes.
KOF, I don't really like it online, so I don't do that. But fortunately, I have good players around me
Hmm.
that play very differently, so I get to practice. And Malik, when he was here, he would get a lot of players together.
Right. Okay.
So I got to play against a bunch of different styles or whatever. But that's mainly why I do travel. So I get to play more people. When I went to Vegas, I got to play against a lot of different styles. Got to see more styles. So
Right.
you get to grow off of that. But right now, I'm playing Street Fighter 4 online. I'm probably gonna play Under Night online.
Hmm.
I've been hearing mixed things about it. Like I hear that online is really good, and I hear it's really bad. But
Yeah,
I saw.
you're always
I
gonna
saw.
hear mixed things about online from everybody, man. You know.
I think you're right.
Definitely. I mean, I saw Chaz playing online yesterday. It looked fine. Or the day before yesterday.
Hmm.
Yeah, it looked fine.
Right. Okay. All right. After KOF 95, have you tried any of the other KOFs before
Yeah,
KOF 13?
yeah. I used to play 97,
Mm.
98. But I wasn't that good at those games, right? And at the time, my main focus was Marvel 1, Marvel 2.
Right. Okay.
But I always liked those games, and I would always get them. And I played 99 in Chinatown Fair.
Okay. How was the
So
competition up there for those games, the KOF games?
it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I mean, I still wasn't that good at the game, and it wasn't my main game, but there was good competition there. And I mean, from what I hear, like Bala used to live in New York, so I don't know.
Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah.
Yeah, Pachu said he confirms.
I mean, to be honest with you, there were so many people there I don't remember.
And there's actually footage too of Bala.
Yeah, I saw it on YouTube. I was like, Actually, the funny thing is though, like I don't really remember seeing him, but when he first started winning at 13, he looked familiar to me. And I was like, I think I know this guy, but I don't know where I know him from.
Hmm.
Yeah, you remember the story of Shadow and Garo Mike? Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah, which
Which one?
one?
No, no, no. They like when 13 was released, and then we had like tournaments, and then like Shadow showed up one day, and then he looked at Garo Mike, and Garo Mike looked at him and was like, this guy looks familiar. Where have I seen him? And then like they sat down and played us. I was like, oh yeah, remember we used to play 98 back at Chinatown Fair. Yeah, it's like after the arcade closed down, they never met, and then now like it's bringing all the people back together again.
Or okay. When did you first started playing KOF 13? Did you play it when it first released?
No, I started like after it released on console. My friends, not minus. I mean Aether Religion, Zach, Zidane, they were playing the game, and I didn't really start playing it until like basically like I would sit down and I would play them, but I wasn't learning any combos. I was just playing on basics, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so
then-
you can't forget Stefan, yo.
And then I went to Evo, and Zach wanted a T-shirt. So then like I said, okay, fine.
You're referring
I
to the
said-
My T-shirt, right?
Yes, he wanted the My T-shirt because he couldn't go, and Zach was really good Zach is really good at KOF, but he couldn't go to Evo. And I didn't really play the game, but I said I would enter the tournament just to get you the shirt, and he sponsored me for KOF. So I made it to like semis off of just basics in my pool,
Really? Damn. That's dope.
just all of basics. Yeah, I mean, Shao Hai and Matt KOF were in that pool, so I wasn't making it out anyway. So
That's brutal.
Oh, they were the pool guardians, I guess.
I mean, I never got to play any of them. I lost to a Vegas player.
Yeah.
It was in 2012?
Yeah, like I lost to the Vegas player twice. But yeah, like yeah. So after that, then I saw everything, and I started practicing more
Okay.
and actually focusing on things because I couldn't really do HD combos or anything like that, but I had pretty good spacing from Street Fighter. So
Yeah. What characters was you like trying out?
well, I took Zidane's advice, and he told me to pick Mr. Karate and Hua, right? And I picked Billy for myself, and he was like, "Those are good for you because you play Street Fighter, and I would have a better understanding of those characters because you know, Billy and Hua are really good mid range, and they have a good mid range pokes, right? And so basically, like, they're pretty good at oppressing you from further away. And that's kind of how you play Street Fighter. So I wasn't really playing KOF. I was playing Street Fighter.
Right. Did you have your hops down at least, or?
Oh yeah. I used to play CBS too, so like that wasn't a problem.
Oh, okay, cool, man. All right.
Yeah, like while I was playing Marvel 2, I was also playing CBS too. So that wasn't a problem. And then I played older KOF, so
Oh yeah.
basic things like that were fine. You know, it was just actually moving and putting everything together. But like they had like basically a year on me, you know.
Yeah.
So I was just getting hit with HDs or whatever, you know, drive combos. So the first thing I focused on doing was I figured I wasn't gonna beat them at their own game. So I figured if I can make games longer, I would have a better chance of learning, you know?
Yeah.
So I focused on my defense. So then if they were hop jumping me constantly, I tried anti-airing it or at all angles. And if I knew I couldn't anti-air it clean, I would go for trades. And
Yeah.
at least with the trade, it would be a neutral situation again. So little by little, you know, matches got longer. I got able to once my defense got strong, they wouldn't attack me as hard anymore. And then I got to focus on my offense.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I never heard someone approach the game in that way.
Well, I mean, I was approaching it because, like, I had to break it down. Like, why am I losing right now? Like, I can look at it like, okay, I'm losing because I can't do combos, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But if you're getting hit by everything that happens, you're not losing because of combos. you're losing because you're getting hit.
Yeah.
So like, why are you getting hit? So then the first thing you got to focus on, can you anti-air them? If you can't anti-air them, can you trade with them? If you can't trade with them, can you avoid the situation? And then once your defense gets strong, and they know that they can't rush you down like that, or it's dangerous to, then you get to have your own game once you control the pace of the game, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
All right. That's pretty cool, man. What did you think about the game before it came out? Because like you didn't play it when it dropped, but like
well, at the time, I was, like I said, I was kind of focused on Street Fighter, but
yeah.
I had stopped playing like mainstream for a while, you know?
Yeah.
So then I was very casual. I mean, I would go to Evo, but you know, everybody goes to Evo. And then I would go to the Philly tournaments or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
But mainly I wasn't committing to traveling anywhere else. So I was very casual about it. But then when I went to Evo, you know, the game kind of invigorated, you know, my fighting spirit, I should say.
Yeah.
And I wanted to try hard again.
What did you do after Evo with KOF XIII?
Cracked it out, son.
Yeah, I did. I locked myself in a room, and then like Billy was my best character because of spacing.
Yeah.
So being that he was my best character, I would get everything I needed with him first, and then so I worked on all of his combos. I didn't necessarily get all of his HD combos down per se, but I got his drive combos down. I got better spacing. I practiced against certain things like recording certain situations, what was the best ways to get out of it. And then, you know, then after that, I kind of worked on my Hua, because Hua is my second best character. And I locked myself in my room about 4 hours every day, and I got all of Hua's HE combos.
Oh, wow.
So, and that's that. And then karate kind of came a little bit later. To be honest, karate came like randomly. Like one day, I just woke up and I knew how to play karate right.
It actually, it was actually like that. Cause like before, like we would like Liston would like he would drink these energy drinks or whatever, and like when he was pumped up, he's like, "Yo, that's super Liston right there, son." He's like a Super Saiyan mode,
nice.
Like it's like I can't mess with that guy. That guy, I'm scared of him.
That was the first day. That was the first day I beat everybody in the set.
Went around the whole rotation.
Yeah, cause Zach, right? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. Zach works for Coca-Cola, right? So he always has like energy drinks, and there's this drink called Nos, right? So basically, like he gave me and Zidane a Nos, right? So then afterwards, I was so hyper. I swear to God, I've never beaten them in a 2 out of 3. And that day after I drank the Nos, I beat everybody in 2 out of 3.
Damn.
Like in a row. I went around the whole room twice.
Yeah, he beat all 3 of us. And I was just like, what?
Yeah, like twice. And I'm talking about like I never actually beat them a game before that day. So then like I beat everybody like 2-1, 2-0, whatever, and then it went around. But then we have a new joke about Nos because the next day I felt like I had a hangover. So we were like so basically I took tomorrow's energy and I used it today. And I'm like, okay. But yeah. So but that was like the defining day when I started playing good.
Okay.
Man, you're actually right. That was a while back too. That's when Josh was playing. Oh my God, dude, that was
Yeah.
That was 2 years ago. That was over 2 years ago.
That's like isn't that after he won ECT?
Yeah, cause remember I had came back to New York or whatever. Cause I was in Georgia. Remember, like the beginning of I left at the beginning of February and came back in August, and like we was playing sometime like I think it was sometime in the fall or whatever. Yeah. Cause Josh stopped playing at his last tournament was Bums 2013.
Yeah, the tournament he beat Pachu.
Pachu, and yeah.
Are you for war?
Are you for war? I was just talking about that earlier today.
What is that?
Oh yeah, basically uh was it Pachu said something about Zach, right?
He was just like, yo, he's like, because basically Pachu was just like, yo, I'm ready to win the next tournament, son. He was like, I see
He's
to
like,
him, I
he's
see
like,
to
yo,
you, I know scare, or you
I know
know
scared of you,
bro.
Zach, right? And then I was like, yo, I texted I texted Josh, yo. I wanted to say, are you ready for war? But it didn't come out being that. It was like, are you for war? And then afterwards, I was on the phone at the same time with A3 Religion when I was texting. I was like, yo, I think I messed up the text. I said, are you for war? And then Ahmad was like, no, you're right. You're right. You meant that. Are you for war?
Oh my god, yo, are you for war?
So
I know
so yeah, we just say that in tournaments now. Are you for war?
Oh man. Oh, all right. Oh, yo, if you could remember, man, what are your like tournament placings and rankings from after Evo?
After Evo. After this Evo?
2012. 2012 up to now, if you could remember.
Basically, once I started playing good, constantly in the locals, I was getting top 8. And then I would like for like 3 tournaments I was getting 7th, right? Then 2 tournaments after that I started getting top 5 all the time. Then it moved up to 3rd, right? Until I actually got 2nd. I beat Pachu 1 tournament. Ahmad had won that tournament.
Who's Ahmad?
A3 Religion. Sorry, we switched. We call him A3 and Ahmad uses.
Oh, okay, got it.
For everyone's sake, I'll call him A3.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so like A3. He had won that tournament, right? But I had beaten Pachu that time, right? And everybody was like, "Yo, how did you beat Pachu?" And I'm like, "I don't know, man. I just kept on pressing down C with Billy." Like,
yo, I got so hyped when I watched that stream. I was like, "Yo, I knew you gonna beat that nigga."
Well, and I mean, after that, then Pachu started adapting, and he started beating everybody constantly, right? But that's when it was Pachu, me, and Ahmad. We would be like top 3.
Okay.
And me and here and there, yeah.
And then Malik started climbing up, and then he was getting like top 3 as well, or whatever. And then I finally beat Ahmad in the tournament, and I got 1st.
I remember that. Oh man, as a tournament, you took everyone out, son. You wasn't taking nothing less than a win.
Oh yeah. I played really good with Billy that day.
I couldn't feel like I feel like I couldn't beat you that day, like straight up. Like, I was like, oh, you're better than me right now. Like,
nah, I wanted it way too much.
Like, I can't fight this guy, so not right now. I am not for war. He is for all the wars.
Okay. Speaking of Billy, I mean, it's kind of going off on a side note, man. How come like we don't really see a lot of Billies? I mean, the last Billy I really saw at a major was probably at Evo.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't use Billy anymore per se.
Okay.
Because like for instance, when I looked at him, I like the character and I like what he did, right? But the thing is though, he doesn't get a reversal until he gets a bar.
Yeah.
So you have to play really good before that. So he's a character, if you get knocked down, you're gonna get oppressed. And if you have to fight against Mr. Karate or Flame Yori, you can get steamrolled quite easily, you know? Now, and his mid-screen damage is lacking. Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
So he lacks in mid-screen damage. He has good damage once he gets to the corner. But the thing is, though, he doesn't really have good setups. He doesn't have good Oki or anything like that.
Yeah, that's true, man.
And then if you're down on life, you're basically playing Street Fighter. Like, you're playing Street Fighter in a game you have better movement options and defensive options than that. So now you can work someone's guard all you want, you know, but it just doesn't cut it. Like the lack of options makes the character not fun. But if you're about spacing and all that stuff, you know, then he's a cool character, you know. But I moved on to Yuri because basically, I at the time I didn't really see a lot of people playing Yuri that well. Or when I saw them playing it, like they were abusing things, but I thought they were abusing the wrong things, or they weren't doing everything correctly. So then I was like, I kind of looked at the character and I'm like, I think this character is a lot better than that. So I thought about it a little bit and I started playing with it. And
what did you feel like? My bad. What did you feel that people lacked with Yuri, man? That you were willing to bring to the table?
Call out. Here we go.
well, like how she spaces, right?
Yeah.
Now, when I look at Mysterio, everything that I envisioned the character to do, he does.
Yeah.
And to be honest, we play kind of similar with what we do, but he's a lot stronger at it. He understands the system a lot better than I do. And he makes decisions a lot quicker because of that understanding. So, but that's exactly how I envisioned the character to be played. And he does a lot of staggering too, because it's one thing I notice about the character is kind of necessary. And most of the time I see everyone they do standing Bs into the demon flip, what I call it, into the dive kick, right?
AKA the world's best special.
Yeah. So, but nobody ever walks up and does a 2B and then just jumps and dive kicks. Because like one thing I noticed about a lot of players in KOF, like the option that you're gonna do, like if I press 2B, now you're gonna be worried about my command grab. That's one, right? So the first thing I'm gonna do, now you might backdash, you might jump, you might reversal, okay? So I'm gonna take a guess what you're gonna do. I'm gonna guess that you're probably gonna mash in a button, so I'm gonna press 2D, and it's gonna trip you, right? Then I'm gonna walk forward, walk backwards. You mash in a button again, I'm gonna trip you again. So what's your next option after I took that away from you? You're probably gonna jump away or backdash, right? So then standing B stops you from doing that. Now, but you're probably still afraid of the command grab. So then maybe you're going to reversal afterwards. So after all that's done, and you've gotten somebody to calm down, now it's not going to happen with the first character, but the way that you pace the match might happen on the third character. So basically, once you get someone to calm down, relax themselves, that's when you can start doing what she's really good at, doing cross-up dive kicks and mixing people up.
Okay.
But usually the way I play my characters is kind of like a rhythm, because Karate and her have very similar strategies. He's a lot better at it. But when you play with him, you're kind of trying to stop them from doing the same things that she is. And then Hua, his standing D, makes you not want to press buttons at all.
Oh, yeah.
So when you get up to Yuri, you're already conditioned to not want to press buttons. And you're conditioned to not mash M2Bs, you're conditioned to not jump backwards, you're conditioned not to roll, all these things, right? And then when you get to Yuri, after all that conditioning is happening to you, now you're going to fall for dive kicks. And like, Malik knows all about that.
Oh, yeah. I started playing Yuri now.
Yeah.
A little late, but that character, I feel like that character's always been like a perfect fit for me, but
she's fun.
Yeah, no, she actually is. Son, I was playing the other day. I'm like, yo, why didn't I play this character before? Oh my god, she does everything I want, like and more.
I mean, like she has everything up close. She's a little lacking mid-range.
Yeah.
But that's not what her game is about, you know.
Nah, that character is fun, yo. Like I should have played her from the get go. I really should have. Plus, I got tired of playing karate mirrors. Oh my god.
Damn. Oh, how? Well, all right. You already answered that, man. I was gonna ask you how often you practice, but you said that There was a time you were playing like 4 hours.
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily do that anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I've gotten the combos down or whatever. Now it's just basically strategies, how to force people into things.
Right.
But most of my time is usually spent playing other people.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I remember we played, man, for a little bit, man, and you're kind of like, telling me some things about my gameplay. How do you like evaluate other people's gameplay? What do you look out for?
Well, when I knocked you down in the corner, right?
Yeah.
I walked in and I walked out, and then you woke up. It looked like you almost woke up with a whole combo. But like because you whiffed a 2B, then you whiffed a standing B, and then you whiffed a 6A, and I was like, is he doing the Iori combo?
Mm.
Like so, and then or sometimes you'll wake up with jumps. So pretty much when I knocked you down, I just wanted to see what you were gonna do.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So after that, I started because you were waking up with buttons. I started tripping you a lot.
Yeah.
So, and then that got you to stop doing that. And then you were hitting me with reversal, so I would walk backwards and I wait, and then I punish your reversal. And then you kind of relax a little bit on that.
Yeah.
And I told you that like maybe you should relax, and you're like, nah, like, because you said I actually remember the whole thing. You like, what's wrong with that? And I'm like, because you're kind of panicking, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I felt you were reversing too much, and you weren't really trying to evaluate how the situation was.
Yeah.
So you were trying to answer it back without knowing what the answer was.
Yeah.
So and then you're like, I'm afraid, and I'm like, that I think fear is what separates a good player from like a regular player from a great player.
Yeah.
Because everybody is afraid, but it takes balls to wake up and block.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and I'm not saying that's always the right answer, but if you're in a situation that you've never been in before, especially in casual, you should, even if you get hit with a mix-up, take it. Understand what it is. Take it in. Like, get hit by it.
Because like kahunas.
Yeah, because like you know what? When I play, sometimes in casual play, I won't play that good. But then maybe like 5 games later, I'll understand what the person is doing.
Yeah.
And I start adapting, and then it'll be different in tournament because whatever you've already showed me what you're capable of.
Right.
But like, yeah, sometimes just relax, take it, understand what the person can do, understand what the character can do, and try to evaluate. Maybe then you'll come to the answer that maybe reversaling is the best answer.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You said that in casuals, sometimes you don't play the best or whatever. How do you feel about people that play like 100% of the time, always?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying I don't intend to play 100%, right?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like, because maybe it takes a little while for me to warm up. How do I feel about people playing 100% all the time?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm really old school. So I don't think, I'm not gonna say that you should sandbag, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think you should put all your cards out there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's kind of my like philosophy too. Sometimes you don't want to show everything.
I mean, if you're no longer in tournament at that point in time, then go all out. Like, try to learn something. But like if you're still in tournament and you're probably gonna play that person the next day, it's probably not a good idea to play them for money.
Right. Okay.
Because you play them for money, you're gonna play your best, and then whether they win or lose, they'll understand something about you that they didn't before.
Yeah. That's interesting, man, because I remember last year, Evo, there was an interview with Reynald, and he said, like, he money matched some of the people, that he faced in top 8. And I think he said, like, he was winning and losing, but, like, all that information helped him win the whole thing.
I mean, you could do it. You could look at that, and you could play them. But I'll remember something that Daigo said. when Vanilla Street Fighter first came out, right? He said that he would play anybody for money except anybody in top 8.
Mm-hmm.
And he was in top 8 with them, you know.
Mm.
If anybody from top 8 wanted to play him, he refused to play them. So, because he didn't want to give any kind of information to his opponent that they couldn't find just by looking, you know. Because when you play somebody in a long set, like there's a lot of information that gets passed along, right? So then maybe if the person starts reversing a lot in the set, then you'll be conditioned to block on their wake up a lot.
Yeah.
And if they know that's how you are, they might wake up with jump-ins or something like that, you know? Or wake up with throws or wild things like that. But wild things like that only happen after you played somebody in a really long set.
Right.
Because it's not the same thing anymore. You're not playing by the same rules because you understand each other very well.
Yeah. Okay. You know that man. I was gonna ask a kind of a similar question, man. So what you were saying, man. Like, what do you favor? Like, do you favor like first to 5s, first to 10s, long sets versus like tournament? 2 out of 3, 3 out of 5. Like, what do you feel is more like I don't say important, but like what I don't know what do you like most, man? Do you like longer sets or you just like 2 out of 3? Like
I like longer sets because I like understanding the person, or I like understanding why I'm losing.
okay.
Sometimes in a 2 out of 3, you don't really figure out what's wrong. KOF gives you a lot more time though because you have 3 characters, you know.
Yeah.
So, and if it goes the full 2 out of 3, you get to have a lot of information. But say in a regular game besides KOF that doesn't give you that much time to adapt, like Street Fighter, I would prefer races to 5 and up, maybe even races to 10. But races to 10, the only reason I don't do them a lot is because they take a lot of time.
Oh yeah. That's true.
Like they're exhausting, right?
Yeah, they've been doing that down here in Georgia. Like we go to this spot that hasn't opened up yet, but like the guys usually do like first to 10s, and I'm like, dude, that is exhausting. And it's just I don't think it's good because that's not realistic for a tournament setting because you're not, you got to get the information out of people fast.
Well, like it's
that's what
it's
I
good.
feel. That's what I feel.
Well, you're entitled to your opinion. I mean, I feel that they're good to an extent, because so you can understand the person you're playing, you can understand what's wrong with you. If they beat you a lot, like I'll say, if the person that's you're playing beats you a lot, play them in a race to 10. So like not only can you understand them as a player, right? But you're at least gonna understand without recording the match. You're gonna at least remember 2 or 3 things that you did wrong. Like there might be 20 things that you did wrong, but you're gonna 3 of them are gonna pop in your head all the time. So you're never gonna be able to fix 20 mistakes. You're gonna be able to fix 3. Because it takes time to fix a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever pops in your head, at least okay, I jumped too much. I get anti-aired. Fix that. I'm dropping combos. Fix that. I don't know. I can't tech grabs. You can fix that. And then after you start working on those things, then other mistakes start becoming apparent to you. And then you work your way up there.
Mm-hmm. Well, for like 2 out of 3 sets, do you think is this more about just quick adaptation, or is it more about taking advantage of the fact that there isn't that much information being passed along between 2 players?
2 out of 3 exists because of lack of time.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sure everybody, if they had the time to do it, they would love 3 out of 5s.
Yeah, I was about to say 3 out of 5s. I would think would be ideal.
Yeah, 3 out of 5s are great because you understand a person at the end of a 3 out of 5.
Yeah. Okay.
So matches get really good, and then you can see the chess game going on. But 2 out of 3, the people that thrive in 2 out of 3s, they adapt quickly.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So that's why a lot of good players, they don't seem to win, but they're good. It's because like, if somebody loses the first game, they're already like, yo, I have one foot in the grave. So now, yeah,
Nah, he's right. That's how everyone feels.
exactly.
Beta.
But it's the great player that's like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna turn it on.
Yeah.
Okay, because you can't think like that. You just have to find a way to make it, you know, because you came to play, so you have to win, right?
Hmm.
So like that should be the only thing on your mind. How can I win?
Hmm.
And like you're reversing, and I'm not gonna say your reversing is a bad thing. So don't feel afraid to reversal. Like, but there's a time and a place for everything.
Oh yeah.
And so like the thing is knowing when to reversal and not being afraid to do it when it's right. Because sometimes you have to put everything on the table just to send a strong message that you're not gonna bully me. You know.
Kings of that, son.
Yeah.
You be scaring me. I'm like, oh no, he did it. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of times it's a guess, but you got to read people really really hard. You got to like
Yeah.
remember like what they may do or kind of think about like the probability factor. Okay, they might try to
Yeah.
meet me or they might block.
Exactly.
Or,
Well, you know what? Like all that stuff you're thinking about. If you thought about all that at all times, you'd never be able to play.
right.
So, so then like I play Sagat in Street Fighter 4, right? Now, if you win with Sagat, a lot of times you're not really winning because of a favorable matchup. You're winning because you slowed down their pace, or you understood a weakness about them, or like you kind of got in their head in some ways. So like if you knock somebody down, right? This sounds really stupid, but it works. Like knock somebody down and walk forward and just DP on their wake up.
That's my special.
Now, like just do it. Now, even if they block that DP, you know, and like they're gonna be like, yo, is he gonna DP on my wake up every time? And then you know what? Like there are times where I've DP'd on someone's wake up 3 times in a row.
Damn.
You know what happened after that? They behaved themselves when they woke up. Like sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes all you need is respect.
I thought you was gonna say they got pissed off or some shit.
I mean that does happen.
Probably did.
No, I've had people afterwards. They woke up with a DP, and I read that they were gonna wake up with a DP and challenge because I know the kind of person that they are.
Yeah.
Like their personality wise, because I knew them, you know. So like if you think that the person that you're playing is very aggressive in nature, they're probably gonna wake up after the button. They're probably gonna be like, you know what, fuck you. I'm gonna wake up a DP too. Then that if you bait that out one time, right, and they lose a round like that, they will never wake up with a DP ever again. Like, or even if they do, it's gonna be more calculated than that. You know, it's not gonna be about fuck you anymore. It's gonna be about respect.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yo, I want to know your thoughts about match videos. How do you feel about people watching match videos? How they can help people improve? How they can help you see or find information in other players? What are your overall kind of thoughts
Match
and uses?
videos?
And uses for match videos.
Match videos are great. I mean, the primary use of a match video, like you can use it to see things that you've never seen before.
Yeah.
So, for instance, like I'm playing Yuri, but I'm not gonna say that I'm a master Yuri player, right? Now I've seen Mysterio, and then he does things that I don't do. So like some of the things I didn't understand why he did them at first, and then I started using them. I started playing around with them, and I got a better idea of why he does them. And then there are other things like combos that he does optimized damage that I wasn't doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to learn that. Now, another reason I would use match videos, because like I said, that sometimes when you play in long sets, you don't remember everything wrong that you did or everything right that you did. Maybe you'll get 2 or 3 things. When you look at a match video, you can critique yourself. And then you can write down with a pen and paper all the things that you know that you needed to improve. And then you can get your friends to look at the same video too, because they give you different inputs. And they see things that you don't see. So like it's a lot easier to improve if you have I'm not gonna say that if you have a person to play with, you need a good person to play with.
Yeah.
Not in like they don't necessarily have to be the best player, but they need to have a good understanding of like yo, you're not doing this right, blah blah blah. That they need to point out what your weaknesses are, and it's gonna be harsh, you know. Like if someone comes up to me and asks me what they're doing wrong, I am the harshest person. I will tell them straight up everything they're doing wrong. And the only reason I do that because I would rather someone tell me everything I'm doing wrong. So, and I'm not being disrespectful if I do that. I'm being the most respectful.
Right. So you're being honest.
I'm being honest, and I'm always gonna be honest, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what you need to do to win. Like for instance, Garo Mike, right? I played him. Yeah, Malik knows about it.
Yeah.
I played him in a set, right? And then I noticed things that he wasn't doing wrong, and then it was patterned. It was a couple of months, you know. So then it was like, if I don't say something, it's gonna get on my nerves, you know. So I told him I randomly I said, real talk, right now your defense is kind of weak, and like you try to play a standalone style and stand still, but I felt his defense was too weak to do that. Maybe you should move around more.
Mm-hmm.
And focus on like air-to-airing, moving around, trying not to be in situations. And besides that, I think you need to improve your combos. Like start doing HD combos with Ralph. Yeah, I gave him ideas. Maybe he could switch his team order around, you know. Because like the way he was playing, he was always saving meter for his last character, and he wasn't playing optimally with all of his characters. So I said maybe you switch the order around, put Ralph second, start doing HD combos with him.
Yeah.
And then, you know, whatever, you know. Maybe put Terry first one time. But after that, like, it was harsh. And everybody, they were like, oh, yeah, I think you were too harsh on him. And I was like, yeah, I don't think I was too harsh on him.
I was just like, listen, real talk.
I was like, yo, he's about to go to Evo, and I'm going to give him the truth real quick, you know?
Why did they think they were too harsh? I mean, was it like the way you were saying it or something?
The way I say things...
Mind if I speak about it? Because I know you listen.
Go ahead.
Because I can see it from the third. Like, so, like, when Liston, like, kind of like, when he critiques people, like, he's saying it comes off really harsh, and it's just like, it's, you know, when someone speaks in like a certain tone of voice, it seems like it's disrespectful, but because like the matter is serious and he's being honest, they'll take it kind of disrespectful. I almost did too at once, but I was just like, no, he's just critiquing, because like, you know, it's a weakness of mine, and you know, and a lot of people don't understand that with critique and stuff in general. Like, I did the same thing with somebody I won't mention, but like I spoke with them. No, I'm not. But you know, I did the same thing, and they took it the wrong way, and I was just like, well, I was just trying to help them get better. Maybe I shouldn't have opened my mouth. And you know, now that person's opinion of me is like, they think I'm a scumbag. So you know, that's how something can be twisted the wrong way completely when you're just trying to help somebody.
Okay. I mean, all right. Reason I asked that.
A lot of people are like really sensitive, so yeah, like I try to be careful nowadays. Like unless people ask, like I won't tell them upfront unless I know that guy really well.
Yo, you know the worst. You know the worst case to catch people sometimes with like real talk like that is like immediately after like a tournament match where they lost.
No.
Yep.
See, after a tournament match, you never talk to anybody.
Yeah, you let that soul go away.
Like if they lose, you never tell them what's wrong. You let them walk off. You let them deal with that.
Yeah.
But when they come to you and start talking to you, basically, like, the match is probably gonna pop up or whatever, you know. Then, like, you kind of ease on there, but never ever talk to somebody after they just lost the match because no good will come of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even for myself, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like after I lose, man, I be like, shit. You know what I'm
Yo, it's the competitive drive in us. Like
saying?
you're naturally
I mean-
angry,
You
or you're just like disappointed. You know, like even if it's a good fight, you wanted to win. Like so, I think that's normal that people get emotionally absorbed into it.
Because yeah. Because like I mean, I learned my lesson sometimes, like being on the receiving end, like after a match myself, so just people just be naturally pissed after a match they lose and shit, and they don't want to hear nothing, even if it's like good. You just want to just like bask in that.
Oh yeah, I tell people to leave me alone unless you're a friend or something, because I'll be salty. I'll be ready to curse you out and everything.
Yeah,
Like
exactly. Just
some
let it be.
dudes trying to touch people and stuff. I'm like, nigga, don't touch me. Like, what you doing? We competing against each other. What do you think this is? This is a comp. I'm trying to win. I'm trying to kill you right now.
Yeah.
But
I mean, not everyone's not as extreme like me though. But it's just the competitiveness.
You know what? I'm okay with being critiqued, right? And I've been playing like competitively for a long time, So like my perception of things like with competition are a little different. So that's why I come off as being harsh. I'm like, yo, if you're gonna be a tournament player,
Yeah, you gotta let them know what it is. Gotta let them know.
if you want to get better.
Well, I mean, I didn't really take. I mean, how you were saying things to me like very harsh or whatever.
Wait, when I said it to you, I didn't say it as harsh as I said it to Mike.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Maybe because you knew him a little more.
I knew him, but like at the same time, I felt if he was going to go to Evo, and I knew he was going to go to Evo, I felt it had to be said because Evo was coming up.
Yeah. Okay.
And you know what? A couple of weeks later, he got way better.
Yeah, he really did. Actually,
he started doing HD combos with Ralph. He switched his orders
he
around.
You in a set. That
He
was
caught you in the set for the first time that I've seen.
Damn.
And then his defense got better, and then even his positioning and moving around got better. So, like, I didn't feel bad about being harsh because that happened.
Okay. All right. Damn. Next question. Shit. Man, that was pretty deep. Damn. What else we got?
basking in that knowledge.
Yeah. I know. So, what tips do you have for new KOF13 players, man? What do you feel the things they should kind of like start off the bat? Should they kind of take your approach by kind of using normals, or what should they do?
I don't think you should use my approach necessarily because you always got to find what works for you.
Yeah.
So, like the way I approach things, I try to answer questions and I try to solve things, but some people might be like, I'm just gonna rush them down. So, but like for instance, one of my friends, right, like Jason the Dragon, aka G Concepts. He's gonna get mad at me if I don't call him that. But he's a really good Marvel 2 player, right? And I've known him since he was like 12. So basically, he's learning KOF right now. So I gave him some advice. He's picking the characters he likes because he's very aggressive, But and then I try to tell him things about his strengthening his defense or whatever, and he picks up on that pretty quick, But he has a more aggressive approach to everything, and that's perfectly fine, Whatever works for you, you find your own style. Like I try to vary my styles though. I don't try to only stick to zoning or footseeing or whatever,
Yeah.
There are times where, because that doesn't work on everybody. Like if what you're doing, like if all you know is to rush down, and you're gonna find somebody that's a wall. So then they might lose to you running away from them. So you kind of got to figure out what's the right thing to do. As for new players, what they should do, first, spacing is important no matter what game you play.
Yeah.
So try to figure out what your character's best pokes are, and try to figure out how to do good jumps without getting trip guarded. because that's one of the most important things. Because everybody's like, okay, I want to hop jump a lot, you know, I want to rush down. But if you're not aiming properly, you're gonna get hit with combos. So that's kind of important too. Figure out how to get easy damage at first, you know. Figure out what your easy combos are.
Yeah.
Get some kind of damage, then try to understand how to space things properly, how to not get rushed down. Okay. And then but you know, like KOF is a very offensive game too.
Yeah.
Like my philosophy about KOF though, it's kind of similar to like the Asian philosophy about KOF. They don't really attack your life bar. They attack your guard bar. So when I play, I don't really care about your life bar. Like once your guard starts flashing red, I know your life is gonna start dropping. Cause you're gonna start taking hits. You're gonna try to jump out and stuff like that, you know. So those things I focus on. Maybe some people they might like that, you know. Other people are more direct than that.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not really sure if I answered the question.
Oh no, that's fine, man. No, that was a good answer. How you feel about a lot of the characters in KOF-13, man? I know like every year like there's some like this like kind of arbitrary kind of tier list for everybody, man. Yeah. I mean like as far as popular characters, man. It seemed like this year, 2014, you know, was like the year of like Iori, and last year it was like Kim, Chin, and
Chin is still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, are you asking me how I feel about the tier list, or like what my opinion on character?
Yes.
Well, my opinion about characters might be a bit different than other characters, like the other players. I will say that I do agree with Flamey Yori and Karate being at the top, above them all, you know.
Yeah.
But Flamey Yori is only the best character, or one of the best characters, if you can he's gonna be top 2, right? But if you can do the infinite at all times, then he's the best.
Yeah.
If you can't, then he's probably number 2, you know. And then after that, and I'll call them S+ characters, right? Because they pretty much have no weaknesses and they have answers for everything. And high damage, best Oki in the game, you know. Yeah, like there's nothing, and because you gotta look at the characters like Karate, you can't outzone him. You know, he has one of the best neutrals in the game. He has Palm. Palm is like a physical attack that negates fireballs.
Yeah.
And then he has a counter that allows him to get to you full screen if you projectile. You know, that has no recovery. So he has all the tools he needs to get in, and with a really low jump. Like, Iori has his records. He has easy damage, good normals, great anti-airs, good pokes, very low jumps, easy cross-ups, everything. And he has a command grab once he gets you to start blocking. So they have everything, right? Now, underneath that, I won't call them S-class characters. Maybe, I think underneath that, in my opinion, I think Yuri's up there. Yeah. I'm not going to say she's number 3, but I think she's within the next tier afterwards. I think Yuri's up there. I think Hua is pretty high. Just because of he does something that most characters in the game can't do. He controls the ground completely. With spacing, and then off of a touch, he does 900 and something damage with an HD and 2 bars.
that Hua 600.
Yeah, and then on top of that, all of his supers are invincible. So then he has like a level 2 super that's 4 frames, takes you to the corner, and once you get somebody in the corner with Hua, I'm not gonna say the game is over, but that's where he wants to be.
Yeah.
And that's where you can work someone's guard and you get all that damage. So and then he has good Abario for everything because he has an anywhere juggle. Now his weaknesses are his anti-airs, but you can always air to air. You can always slide underneath things like that. You know.
Right.
I think he's within the next tier. Kyo is within the next tier. I think EX Kyo is within the next tier. I think Benimaru is slightly below them because his mid-screen damage isn't that good.
Right.
It requires drive and 2 bars, but he has infinite, you know, and he has good neutral situations. But only because of that, I put him slightly below, and his high jump arc. That's the only reason I would put him below them slightly. After that, I think the game is pretty balanced, per se. There are weaker characters, but then I see people playing them very well all the time, you know. And like up until recently, people thought that what's her name? Damn, I forgot her name. On Ralph's team, what's her name again?
Leona?
Oh, Leona.
Leona, yeah. Yeah, up until recently, people kind of considered her to be kind of weak.
Oh, I remember people saying she was like the worst character in the game.
But,
Like,
but I don't know. I was looking at that character. I'm like, there's no way in hell she's the worst character in the game. You know, she's definitely not the worst character in the game. I mean, if I had to say a worst character in the game,
I think it's
I don't
between
know.
Maya or Maxima, personally.
Maya or Maxima.
damn.
But they're not bad. Like, and nothing is unwinnable, you know. So and even if I put them as the worst character in the game, I don't think that they fall below B. And people are like, "Oh, B class." Like, B class is mid tier, and if and
Yeah, they don't understand the lettering system.
like even if they're the worst character in the game, they're mid tier or upper mid tier, you know. So then, once you start getting to C and D, that means that they're straight low tier and they're not good.
Yeah.
Like, and even if the lowest tier in the game is A class, that means they're great.
That's a good balanced game.
Exactly.
Like, I know the lowest tier in Virtual Fighter, they have like B tiers, and I'm like, that's really good.
I think KOF has a lot of A class characters.
Yeah, I've been thinking that lately too.
I think it has a lot of A class characters and maybe lower A class characters.
A minus.
Yeah.
A minus, A minus, B plus.
The ranks of A, yeah, A plus, A, and A minus, and then it's B.
Because nothing's unwinnable, because it all depends on the person how they play, and to say that someone couldn't win a match, that means that the person is playing perfectly all the time. And then you have people like some Mexican players, right? I forgot his name, to be honest with you. I forgot, but he's great with Mai.
Oh, Mario E.
No, he's talking
No.
about.
Oh.
Yeah, and he gets like top 3.
Mai, yeah.
He gets like top 3 all the time.
Okay.
So like, even if Mai is probably one of the lower characters in the game, like, you can see from him that the rankings, even though she's low, they're pretty close. And then Zach uses Mai, and he's great. He never makes it easy. So I don't know, like, but that's my opinion, though. I think the game is pretty balanced. To be honest with you.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, here's a question not about characters, more about player improvement. How should someone improve their reactions and improve their mind games and reading? What do you think?
Well, reacting a lot of time is having an expectation of what's gonna happen.
Okay.
So, like, for instance, if you're playing somebody and you know they jump a lot, right? You're gonna be focused on jumping, and then basically you're gonna be ready for that. So, a lot of times when you see top players, they anti-air perfectly because they were looking for it.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. Like, you kind of have to multitask a little bit. You got to look for something while defending something else. So, for instance, like, a lot of players, they falter in one area because they're looking at too closely at another one.
Hmm.
I'll give an example. Like, if you're looking at anti-airs and that's what you're really focusing on, then your ground game is gonna suffer,
Mm-hmm.
and you're gonna become stagnant. Like, you can almost tell that someone's looking for anti-air because they stop moving.
Hmm.
Like, when you see someone's not moving, they're not hitting buttons, they're not walking, then they're looking for you to jump. Because they're not even participating in the ground game anymore, you know? So, like, it's kind of, you kind of have to marry the two together. You have to look at one area while being strong in another area.
Hmm.
You really made me notice that too. Like when you would say like I would do something, you know, like it's like I'd make it really obvious when I'd stop like doing one thing altogether, and I'm just like, okay, I'm reading too hard, and I just stop completely
Yeah,
moving,
'cause
just looking for them to jump so I can anti-air. But then I get
Exactly.
swept and stuff, or like my ground game just disappears.
exactly. You can't look at one thing and then your entire game is shit. So, kind of working on your reaction time, like you can look for the anti-air, but you still have to participate, you know, on the ground game.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. What was the question again? I don't know. I don't know if I completely answered it.
Oh well, it was almost kind of a two-sided question. I was asking if how can someone improve their reactions, and you pretty much answered that. And then I was asking how can someone improve their mind games and their reading.
Okay, mind games. Okay, well, mind games are reading. Pretty much like mind games are very basic. Like when you look at the rock paper scissors game in KOF, it's basically what you do. You walk up and you go low, right?
Yeah.
And then which are your options after going low, after going 2B. If they get hit, you do a combo, right? If they block, your next option is are they gonna jump? So you might hit a standing button to stop that, right?
Right.
And then the next option after that, are they gonna hit a button? So you might press a 2D, a trip, right? And then the third option is, are they gonna sit there and respect me? And that's when you jump, you know. But that's the basic rock paper scissors game about KOF. When you're attacking, anyways, right? Mixing somebody up, I try to whatever mix-up I'm going for, I try to keep on cycling through different mix-ups. Because whatever happens next, I don't want the person I'm playing to really get used to what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And KOF, one thing that's important about KOF is that throwing is very good in KOF. Even though it's easily teched, you have to stand to tech a grab. So now you can walk up and do 2B a little short, right? And take a grab, right?
Yeah.
Now if they stand up and tech the grab and they're really good at teching grabs, then you could turn a strength into a weakness.
Oh yeah.
So once you know someone is great at teching grabs, right? You can take advantage of them. So you can walk up and go 2B, stagger, and do 2B again. If they stand up to tech the grab because you made it look like then they're gonna hit with a combo, you know? You do that a couple of times, they're probably not gonna really try to take a grab. They might take a grab. But if you want a more aggressive approach to getting somebody to stop taking grabs, you can walk up to 2B, wait, DP.
Yes, that's what I do. That's what I do.
Okay. And that's a little wild, but it's a really strong message. So and that gets people to sit there. If you do that a couple of times, you might lose a game. But if you're playing casual, or if you're playing a long set, that sets the pace for the rest of the match.
Because they're always going to be thinking about it, like, and like you might have forgotten about it, but they're just like, yo, you DP'd in my face when I tried to throw you.
Exactly. That one second of hesitation might help you win a match.
Yeah, that seems like mad YOLO, man.
It
Sometimes
does.
you gotta do it. Well, you don't have to. I'm a little crazy. Like,
Well,
I'll say
I'll give it to you like this, like if you're true textbook, right?
Yeah.
Then everyone's already read that book. They already know how it ends.
Yeah.
So like they already know what all the answers are because you're going at a set pace. You know, everything is set. It's set in stone. If you never do anything different to shake up what they know, then like everything will be predictable. Whatever you do, if they know that you do everything safe, then that's a weakness in itself. Like for instance, I'll give an example. Back to Street Fighter, Sagat. Like he has a lot of bad matchups. On textbook, he loses matchups. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I ever play the matchup the way it's supposed to be played? Like on paper, I lose the matchup. So I'm gonna play the matchup the exact opposite of what is expected of me. That might work out. It might not. But at the same time, you're gonna scare the hell out of somebody.
Right.
So, like, that's the way I look at it. Like, you can't always err on the side of caution.
Okay. Well, how can somebody gain the balance of just, being risky and making it work instead of just being random and just having it not work? Because some people, they may take it like too wrong. Oh, okay, well, I'm just gonna just do all this random stuff, and
Well, you gotta figure out what kind of
that.
you gotta figure out what kind of person you're playing against.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so like being really random doesn't really work on me because of how I play, you know.
Yes.
Because I play with a lot of spacing involved. Now that might work on somebody else. That might work on somebody that likes to press a lot of buttons on wake up and stuff like that. You know, walk up DP might work on people like that. But that's usually the feeling out process of the first game. You kind of have to test things out. You know, see, you got to be willing to get hit by a DP on wake up. I gotta knock you down, and I'm gonna go for Oki. I don't care what you do next. I'm going for Oki. Right? If you wake up with a reversal, I already know. Maybe you're trying to get me scared right away. Okay? Or maybe that's how you are. Okay, I got hit by that. Whatever. Next time I knock you down, maybe I'm gonna go for a safe jump and sit there and block, and see if you reversal. Oh, you didn't reversal this time? You're still in the corner.
Right.
Like whatever. You have to test the waters. Because not everybody's the same way, and there's no real answer I can give you.
Yeah.
But you gotta figure out within a short period of time what kind of person they are. And if you play good enough, they're gonna reveal exactly how they are to you.
Okay. All right. Cool, man. Next question. It's kind of back up to helping new players. How should or you can answer me this too, Malik. How what are some things that are like a scene that are just learning KOF13? What can they do to improve? You know what I'm saying? If the small group of players, what are some things they should do amongst each other so they can kind of push and help each other kind of get better and improve?
I'll let Liston answer that first. He's a guest.
Yeah.
Well, what we were trying to do first we were playing a lot of people, right? So we were trying to figure out different play styles, how to adapt to them quickly.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna have to play a lot of people, right? But then, me and my friends, we kind of were taking it upon ourselves to learn a different character that we don't even use. So, like, when somebody understands another, like, say if we run into a character we can't beat in a tournament, then I'm gonna point to somebody. I think you should learn this character so we can understand.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and if there's like 3 characters, we all take a character. Fortunately, we have Zach, and Zach can play almost everybody in the game, and he plays it at a very high level. So that usually isn't that much of a problem. Like, I'm surrounded by very talented players, you know.
Yeah.
So,
TSB.
yeah, very fortunate. Very fortunate. Yep.
Okay. All right. Damn. Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
No, I forgot to. So I was gonna say something similar to what, like Liston said. I feel like because this game is a 3v3 game, you know, you have chances to, like, you know, to learn a character that does give you issue or something. Like, I know a character that's not seen in a lot of scenes. I'll give you an example. It's like Duel On. So, like, you know, like, I feel because our boy Shadow, he's like, he played at Evo. He said he pretty much got bodied by Duel On. Not to take away anything from the player he played, but Shadow's the type where if he plays against, you know, a character and understands stuff after a little while, he gets comfortable like really quick. And, you know, like, he didn't really have that experience, so it's just like, all right, now it's like somebody needs to learn Duel On at a, you know, at least a level, or at least flesh out the character to the point where they're gonna see tactics that are gonna be seen in a tournament, you know.
Yeah.
So you do that, and, you know, you just play your other characters. In 1v1 games, you really don't have the, you know, the fortunate circumstance to do that because it's 1v1, and some people can't multitask. So you should take advantage of the game and you know, learn a character that gives you trouble, or at least if you don't have someone that's gonna learn a character, or if you're not in a situation, take them to training mode and, like, you know, mess with their special moves, special normals.
Yeah.
Do the commonly seen things that you see in tournament, like, oh, okay, well, Duel On has the cross-up CD. Let me do that. Let me practice that and practice blocking it or something. Set the dummy up.
Yeah.
Or just do it for myself to understand the ranges and the hitboxes, because then when you see it, you're just like, okay, well, yeah, you still have to take into account, like, oh man, they have this setup. This person's a character specialist, but you have more knowledge equipped to deal with the situation. So.
Right. Would you also recommend, you know, using videos of other players?
Oh yes, of course. Yeah. I think videos are like, actually, that's my top 2 important thing. I would say I value footage probably a bit more than most people because of the way, because of the person that taught me. Well, didn't teach me, but I learned from them. It was just like, you know, use footage. So yeah, I value footage very highly.
Okay. All right. Cool. Oh, listen, man. What should a player do, man? If, all right, they're learning KOF13, but they don't have no one else to play KOF13 with. Like, say they live in a small town, or maybe even like they play, or there's like other people that play other fighting games. Like, what should they do to kind of build a scene and even help themselves improve at the game?
Well, I mean, at that point in time, if you don't have a lot of players to play, I guess your only option is online, you know?
Yeah.
But if you're able to build a scene, perhaps you can learn the game with somebody else, you know. But
Yeah.
you just need somebody that's interested too in learning. So I don't know, like, fortunately, like, I've met some good people along the way, and you can also go to tournaments too. Even if you're not good at a game and you haven't really learned anything, I think the best thing for you to do is try to find a major tournament that's somewhere close to you. You can go, or you can even look at streams, and then you can figure out what to do, right? But if you can go to a major tournament, you can get to play somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You can get to talk to people. You can make contacts, you know. But, like, I mean, there are also forums too. You can go on anything. You can go on Dream Cancel and talk to people, you know.
Yeah.
If you can't find somebody in your own town, you might have to do a little traveling. But you know what? It's good to be social.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get out there, learn.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's all about effort.
There's actually a lot of people like hiding around. Like they're so afraid of going to tournaments because they think they're not good enough.
You know what though?
What?
Like,
But then
you,
like I realize these like I see these people all the time like a lot of people like play on Steam and then like I ask them where you're from. Oh, I'm from the area, and I was like, well, how come I never see them in tournaments? And I was like, no, I'm not good enough. Like, come on, man, just go to tournaments and I'm sure we'll help you get better in person.
you know what? Like, put it to you like this: like, you go to a tournament, right? If you go 0-2, you know what? That's the worst that's gonna ever be for you. You've already lost. You've already
Pretty
got
much.
last place, right? You've already got last place that one time. You know what? It only gets better. So once you lose for that first time, the first 2-3 times, guess what? You're not afraid of losing anymore. Because you've already lost. So it only gets better after that.
Yeah.
Just take it. Just take it. Man up and take the loss.
Yeah, and nowadays it's not like the old days where people talk shit nonstop. Like
yeah.
losing is
Yeah.
losing. It's like it's
Yeah.
really no big deal. Just like
Oh man. If you were around back during Marvel 2, man, you don't understand what shit talking is like. Not yet. You don't understand.
What was it like, man?
Man, I'm talking about like you would be on the arcade machine and your friend would be next to you and the other dude would be next to you. And then his friend would be screaming at you in your ears while you're playing. And you gotta block it out.
Damn.
And then your friend would be screaming at him. So everybody's screaming around you. Sometimes you're getting pushed because they're right on your back. Because that's how people were piled in. Like, it was rough. Like, you know how everybody gets space? It wasn't like that. You know how the players are separated? No. You were in a big crowd. Because everybody wanted to see your match.
Yeah, that sounds like Fight Club, son. That sounds too hype.
If you were,
I know, man.
if you were famous, like, that's why a lot of the old school players, you know, they're good under pressure. Because no matter what happens to them now, they've already been through the worst.
Seriously.
Like, yo, if you're on the stage and no one's screaming at you or nothing like that, you got headphones on, you can't even hear the crowd, man, that's way better than it was before. Because you can't even hear the game.
Damn. And that's
Yeah.
crazy, man, because, like, nowadays people's like, man, I need my headset on, man. I need to listen to some music, man, while I'm playing, man. You know.
To be honest, I like the crowd. Like, I like the hate, I like the love. It's all good.
Yo, he's the people's champ, son.
Like, I don't care. I don't care. Like, hate me all you want is only gonna make me better.
Yeah, you know what's weird? I kind of favor like crowd noise and reactions too, man, more than just like the game sounds and stuff like that, because it's motivating. It's another like dimension to the
Oh, you should
game.
have seen me, son, at NEC when our boy Zidane was playing the Guilty Grand Finals. I was talking so much trash. He lost, but that wasn't the point. I was getting this guy's head. And like that dude knew too. Apparently he was like, "Yo, I knew." He was like, "I'm coming to y'all guys' hometown. I'm expecting all the trash talk." Everyone was just sitting there quiet. I'm like, "Yo, fuck that. That's my nigga, son. Yo, let's win this money." And shit. You come in our territory, I expect to be treated the same way, and I get hyped. I'm like, "Yeah, I love this shit, son."
That was Philly, right?
Yeah, that was NEC. Yeah, remember when Jace was in grand final? I was like, "Yo," I'm like, "That's Josh."
Philly shit talk is pretty strong.
Yeah.
It always has been. You know, I respect that.
Well, since we're kind of talking about like pressure and shit like that, well, what should someone do to kind of help them relax or at least drown it out, man? I mean, I know like the environment is different, but like nowadays people just care so much about like playing on stream monsters and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a different like pressure now. You know what I mean?
They get nervous, I think.
I mean, it is all about nerves. But what I do if if I'm feeling pressured, I just stop. I close my eyes, catch my breath, think, and just clear my mind. And then I don't necessarily think about what I'm supposed to do in the match. I kind of play on feeling.
Okay.
So before a match or before the next round, I'll clear my mind, and then I just play. So don't try to think about too much stuff, because that'll make you lose. Just as long as you can catch your breath and relax, drink some water or whatever. Just do it. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, because like I can't really give you advice from that, because you got to think of it like, you know what? If you lose right now, you get to play again another day, and it won't ever be worse than that day. Like it'll always get better.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think, like, people kind of attribute how they feel now more to, I mean compared to their past. They think their past kind of defines what they do now, so they're stuck on it so much that they get nervous. Yeah.
I mean, if past was an issue, everybody knows my past.
Right.
We're dropping that Ultra in Street Fighter 4, right?
I think there's a lot of people that don't know. You should probably, well, if you want to talk about it.
I don't even know if I want to talk about it, but I'm just gonna say, basically, I dropped the match I should have won. I got up, I celebrated. The person didn't, like Kensu. He still sat down and he beat me.
Wait. Wait.
Final round.
What was this? Like
2009.
5 years ago.
Wait. Are we talking about that?
Yeah.
That's me.
Wait, that was you?
That was me.
What?
Yo.
Damn.
Oh,
Man.
the real history
Yo,
lesson.
I didn't know that, man. Oh, yo. Oh my God. Yo. Wow. That infamous fucking, when it was taped on videotape or whatever.
Yeah. That was me.
Damn. Oh shit. Yo. Oh my
Got
God.
a real celebrity, son.
I know that shit, dude. Wow, man.
I don't know if I'm a celebrity. I don't know. More infamous than.
People around you were like celebrating before you, so you would just like
Fed into the energy.
you took the lead and celebrated with them. Like,
Yo,
I forgot
I mean,
around you.
yo,
Justin, Noel, or something.
it was my fault, yo. It was my fault.
Oh wow, man.
Oh, you didn't
I mean,
know that, Des? Oh, okay.
Damn.
I mean,
all right.
yo,
I
it was
knew
my
the
fault.
name. I knew the name was familiar, man. But like, yeah, I've seen that. Okay. Damn. I didn't know that was.
Well, I'm saying, coming from that, my point is though, like, if I let that bother me,
Wow, dude.
then I would have never played again.
Yeah.
Wow. Damn. I
And
didn't.
we would never be having this conversation.
Right. Yo.
I mean, there was a period of time where I was really tight about it, but then you know what?
Anyone would.
Like, you know what though? Tomorrow's always better than that. Like, that's the worst that is ever gonna be.
Right.
I've already seen the worst. And there's nothing that anyone can say to me or do to me in a match or anything like that will ever break me now.
Right. Damn.
So like my resolve is stronger than that. You can't break me. So, I mean, like, just, that's why I say when people are like, oh man, I can't get better, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, stop being a bitch.
Nah, that's the real talk.
No,
Like, stop being a bitch. I see 100,000 people see me fail.
Damn. You know what's
Actually,
funny,
a
man?
million
Like,
now.
no, you know what's funny? Like, you
Count.
like you saying this, and I'm like watching the video again, man, on another tab, man. I'm like, yeah, that is you, man. Damn, dude. Wow, man.
I'm just saying, like, I can laugh about it now, whatever, right? But I'm
Oh
just
yeah,
saying,
of course, man. Of course.
But when people are like, yo, I can't get better, I'm like, yo, shut up. Like, you haven't even been in the same realm as failing like me. Cause yo, that was to get top 16. because not put it to you like this: I lost round 1 in a
hard.
in a 240
56
something, 200 well something like that. Okay, 200 something man tournament, right? I fall all my way up to get to top 16, and I lose that way. And that was the first big tournament for Street Fighter 4. That was at the time it was the biggest one. Now we have 1,000-man tournaments, but whatever.
Blows my mind.
But I'm just saying though, like the realm, like it's always gonna be better than that.
Right.
So,
Okay.
nothing like, don't let things like losing break you, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn. That's a trip, dude. Damn.
Yeah, nah, yeah, I know, Des. I know.
Yeah.
I was kind of the same way when I was just like randomly saw this guy after I played at a tournament. I was just like, Liston. I was like, wait, that guy? I was like, wait, you guys know him? I'm like, he's famous as hell. Like, that's what
I don't know about famous, more like
no,
infamous.
to me, like at that time, because I'm like, yo, because I'm just coming, to New York and stuff. It's just like, wow, like, what guy hangs out with anime players? That's random. But the thing started making sense. But yeah.
Right. Okay. Damn. All right. Well. Let's get to another question, man. What are some things that you like and dislike about KOF13? And it could be gameplay, music, graphics, whatever. Like, just...
Well, graphically it's great. I like the art. I like the overall engine, you know. But let me see. I'm not gonna say what I don't like because I pretty much like the game, you know.
Yeah, I feel you.
But I'll address what other people don't like, because some people don't like the HD system.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, and I know where you're coming from because I've played older KOFs.
Yeah, I have to.
And let me take a shot in the dark. You don't like losing all that life in one shot.
Is that even when I do it to someone else, it just feels bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it just feels like dirty. Like, you know what I'm saying? No matter which side I got hit upon. If I did it to them, they did it to me. It's just like, damn, like, fuck. Like, I was at 80%, I'm at 20. Like,
or
you know,
dead.
I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, but the thing is, I do know, like, yeah, you only have like 1 or 2 chances to really do it. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's so like game breaking, man. Like, you know, landing that damn combo, and if you miss it, I mean, you can regroup and shit like that. But I don't know. I just feel like the end of the match, you know, when it comes to that, if y'all have meter, it's just so dependent on that like condition. You know what I'm saying?
So you prefer the game to go back in the more traditional sense?
Yeah, pretty much, man. Pretty much. I mean, like, I'm gonna be honest. The game is all right. Like, the first round when nobody has meter, maybe 1 or 2 meter if you build them, you know, from the next match, it's okay. It's just that last round, man. When
round 2 starts and stuff.
When round 2 or the last when you're both at your last characters, that part's just like.
Well, I'll say that I like both ways.
Yeah.
I don't mind the HD combos. In fact, like, when I played CPS2, I never used A groove, you know.
Yeah, me neither.
But I use C groove, right? But I kind of liked A groove a little bit, and then I didn't really play Alpha 3 like that. So when I played KOF, my first time really playing with a custom combo.
Okay.
So it was besides for playing. This is my first competitive KOF game, right? Besides that, it was appealing to me because I was going to do something that I've never done before.
Yeah, that was the same for me too. Because, you know, I came from CBS too.
Exactly, and I didn't have a choice to not do it. I had to do it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I like doing things that make me have to do things that I've never done before.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've never played a dive kick character before. That's why I went to Yuri. And then and whatever, because like the other 2 characters, they're self-explanatory. I've played archetypes like them before, you know. like karate classic Shoto, you know. Hua, spacing character. Then Yuri, I've never played a dive kick character, so like KOF 13 was very attractive because of the HD combos for me personally. So that's why I won't ever negatively talk about the HD combos.
Yeah.
Because it taught me something that I've never done before, you know.
Okay.
But at the same time, I do like more traditional KOF games because I played the old KOFs as well, and I see your point that. Say if someone wins the first game without using any meter, the next game you're pretty much dead because they have all this meter.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So like I see that point of view, and I think possibly if they make another KOF, right? Hopefully they are, that they might go to a more traditional sense. But I wouldn't want to see the HD combo go completely away.
You know, it's funny because I asked people that on Twitter. I was like, what do y'all think like should happen with like HD or something like that in the next KOF game? It's funny, a fair amount of people said it should just be gone and it should just be like 3 drives or some shit. And me, I was kind of like maybe they could rearrange the damage or make it like shorter, not like super long ass like.
Well, my ideas for HD, my ideas for HD combos, right, is that maybe it should get scaled more.
Yeah.
But it should take meter to do instead of drive.
Yeah.
Now, like, if it takes meter to do, then you'd require more meter to do damage.
Kind of like an O2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So like and maybe not just 1 bar. Maybe you need 2 bars.
Like how it used to be. You do it like when you do it on hit. You know, you do it on hit. It takes 2 bars to cancel, but if you just do it like to activate, it's 1 bar.
Well, yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. I feel you. Okay.
Exactly. So then like that would limit the damage that you could possibly do.
Okay. That sounds good. I like the sound of that.
And I like drives. I think drives should stay.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
Yeah, it gives you good options or whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes a lot of characters have good damage, and if you take that away, then you're taking away a lot of fun.
Unless they're gonna buff those characters again.
Yeah, you could do it that way too. But I like the idea of having to save your resources to do good things.
Yeah.
All right.
And for options, like I like having to think about what my options are.
So I like Under Night right now.
Instead of being given everything and spoon fed everything, you know. Like, I prefer everybody to have to work for what they're gonna get. And EX moves, like, I like EX moves. I don't think they can ever go backwards.
Oh man, I have mixed feelings about EX moves, man.
Well, the reason why I like EX moves is because I think KOF did EX moves better than other games do EX moves. Cause like it's gonna go back to Capcom because they started using EX moves first, you know. So basically, what KOF did, I'll give you an example with Hua. Hua, his EX moves do something that his regular moves don't do. Like his EX Dragon Tails, the kicks, they do hard knockdown, they're projectile invincible, and they're +1 on block. Okay, he doesn't have those things with regular. The EX DPs, they're anywhere juggle, and then it's like doing lightning attack. And
you can fly around with them and shit. Yeah,
exactly. And then he doesn't have a projectile per se, but his EX Dragon Tail in the air is a projectile. So when you look at him, like everything that his EXs does as a character, he doesn't have that by itself. So like they found ways to give characters things that they wanted to give them without it being overpowered.
Right.
So making it require meter. That's one reason I like EX.
The funny thing I feel like in 13, I feel like some of the EX moves, they're like better than some of the supers. Like EX on Geksun, that's better than like Kim's like Rainbow.
Kim is a special case.
Yeah.
He's a special case. I think that Air EX Hungasan is one of the most oppressive moves in the game.
Yeah.
Because he basically gets permission to jump, and you don't know if he's gonna do it. So that's a special case. But then, I'm not really afraid of the tiers. I view it as a challenge.
Yeah.
And then, no matter how good a character is, there's a way to beat them. So, and you're not playing the character, you're playing a person.
Oh yeah, of course.
So like, you gotta look at things that way. I don't know. I'm pretty optimistic when I go into matches.
Yeah. How'd you do in Evo, man? Like, what did you
At Evo, I went 4-2.
Oh, that's nice, man. Who was in your pool?
My pool was Kabetsu, Dako,
Oh shit.
and was it Paco? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think or Layak.
No, Paco.
No, it was. I think it was
Yeah, it
Leia.
was Paco.
No,
Leik was in my pool.
Okay, so it was Paco then.
Yeah, like Frank said.
Prinny was in my pool as well.
Okay.
Shout out to Vegas.
But yeah, those are the names I remember. I lost to Dako twice. Like round one was for me was Dako. So I mean, whatever. But I mean, all in all, I did pretty well. But Dako owned me free though. But the reason why he owned me free though is because he played a lot differently than I've ever played against in KOF. He played very spacing wise, so he did what I try to do, but better. And he did it with Flame Yori, and I've never played a Flame Yori that tried to play like that. And it was a little unnerving, to be honest with you.
Okay.
So, but it made me look at the character differently, and it made me look at the matchup differently. I'm actually wondering why more people don't play that way. So
Maybe it's
I don't
not
know.
easy to replicate.
Yeah. I mean, it's not easy to replicate because he has a lot of experience.
Yeah, like after Evo, after I watched Xiaohai and Echo play, they kind of play like old school 98 style, except that whenever they get a chance to go in and get a big combo, but every time in neutral they'll try to see out neutral jumpy and see how you react and stuff like that, instead of going in all the time with Flame Yori. So I've been trying to replicate them, but it's not easy.
Well, you need a lot of patience for that, right?
No, you need like good reactions, because if people like hop out and then you can't DP them and then you're screwed. Like, but those guys, they have like good reactions and a lot of good experience, so they can pull it off. But otherwise, it's really difficult. Like their spacing and like, all their anti-airs are impeccable if you go back and look at their matches.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, like so in the corner they'll just stand out like 2 characters away and then like see what you're gonna do and then react. And you can't really get out of the corner from there.
Okay.
Yeah, so instead of like cornering someone, you jump. People, most Flame Yoris would either like hop in, jump in, bash in. Instead, like those guys would just like stand there and see what you're gonna do, and then take it from there.
Yeah, they have a very safe style.
Yeah.
I mean, it resonates with me because my style is kind of similar.
That is how you play 98, like.
It's kind of like how you play most Street Fighter games.
Yeah.
So like once again, it kind of resonates with my background, you know.
Okay.
So,
yeah. How was your whole like Evo experience, man? I mean for this this year.
Well, it was great. I hung out with Shadow, and I hung out with Gara Mike. Shadow will now be called KOFXIII Shadow.
Oh, we were talking about that last 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, it was just a little joke though. He's no longer Shadow 780. He's dead now. I hope he's listening to this podcast so he knows.
Shadow.
But we had a lot of fun though. We had a lot of fun. I mean, besides for KOF and Street Fighter,
Yeah.
I got to play some Marvel 2 again. I haven't played that in a while, so that was cool. That was my favorite game, like of all time, you know.
Right.
So that's the game that really got. I mean, I started with Marvel 1, but that's the game that I played most of my career in the scene with, you know.
Right. Okay.
So basically. So other than that, the events were cool, you know. I got to walk around. I enjoyed all the finals. It was a lot bigger this year than it was last year. Definitely. So, but all in all, I mean, for anyone that's listening, if you've never been to EVO, go to EVO.
Oh yeah, I would highly recommend it, man. You need a good amount of preparation, though. You know.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
If you wanna leave, you know, with without your bank account, you know, in the negative.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty disciplined on that. I've been to EVO like 7 times, so I think I've gotten that out of my system the first 3 times.
Right.
But I mean, the only negative part about EVO wasn't even EVO for me. It was because the planes going back home were some of the flights got canceled and stuff like that. So I had a connection in Detroit, and my flight got canceled. And so basically, I actually met up with a couple of guys that frequented Next Level, so I knew them, right? And everybody rented a car, and we drove from Detroit back to New York. Because the alternative was that was Monday, that our next flight would be on Wednesday.
Oh.
On standby. So we weren't even guaranteed to get a flight on Wednesday, you know?
Right.
So like, you know, what are you gonna do? You gonna be there for 3 days? So that was that. Hard times.
3 days in the D.
in the D, right? Yeah. It's cold in the D.
Yeah.
Nah, but I'm saying though, like I know people in Detroit, so I mean I could have stayed with them, but it was time to go home. So 10-hour drive, let's go.
Right.
But it's cool though. It was like one of those experiences, you know, like you may not know people that well in the fighting game community, but when you're hit with some shit, like people band together. So that's why I love the FGC.
Right. Okay. All right. I got a few more questions, man. Well, this might be the second to last question, so unless something just like randomly pops in my head or whatever.
Okay.
I know we talked a little bit about you know, the HD system in KOF13 and stuff like that, and maybe how it could be changed in the next game. What other things you would like to see in a new KOF game?
Well, I think like the characters that are low tier, they're low tier because of lack of certain things, and then the high tier characters have too much. So like, I mean, I would like to see a better balance of what characters should have, you know?
Right.
And not to say that everybody should have OP damage, you know? Or because that's impossible to do, you know? That's not ever gonna happen. Then every character will be like very similar, you know. So you have to make it slightly different. But I feel like some characters that don't have reversals, I don't understand why they don't have reversals. And then there are characters with 3 reversals, you know.
Right.
So like things like that, I would like to see done better. maybe in certain circumstances, I can understand why Dulan might not have reversals because I guess they feel because his keep out would be so strong, and then when you got close to him, he'd reversal you. You know,
Oh yeah, that would be terrifying.
like
I would play him.
what
Why
would be
wouldn't
his
you play him?
weakness? Yeah, yeah, like what would be his weakness? You know, right? But then but I don't really understand why Mai doesn't have a reversal at least an EX one, and then because like Mai kind of plays like Athena, and Athena has a 3-frame DP.
She has that command grab, which is like physical, invincible.
Yeah, so like I don't really understand that, so I don't know. What else would I like implemented into the game? I think. Hmm. Hmm. Well, I mean, I think that's pretty much my biggest thing, if anything. Yeah, that's pretty much my biggest thing.
You know, we've had so many discussions about these too, and it's just like the idea is never like it's like we're always changing our ideas. I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a good thing though, because I feel like they made the game controversial in that sense, and
I mean, it's a great game. Like, I don't really find a lot of things wrong with it,
I
to
don't
be
either. And
honest.
I played some bad games and some good games. So
Yeah, cause like to be honest with you, KOF has been like a refreshing breath of fresh air. You know,
dude, yeah, it really has.
like I've played like it's probably I have to say like the only reason I've stuck with the game so much because it is the best 2D game out right now.
You still
As
think
far
that
as
too?
well, I mean, I can't say that.
I
Well,
haven't played Blaze Blue or Under Night,
I
so
haven't played Blaze Blue, right? But at the time when it came out, you know, I felt like a Street Fighter style kind of game, you know,
yeah, that's
at that pacing, not like an anime fighter,
well,
because that's
it
complete.
felt anime for me. Not real. I mean, because like I was playing Melty, but then
Well,
like
not
it is
not
Street
not
Fighter.
not an air dasher,
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
but I think because it does things that other games don't do. Because like if you look at Street Fighter, right? Like recently, they had to incorporate delayed wake up. Hello, are you there?
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. They had to incorporate delayed wake up because the Oki was so strong with Vortex characters, right? But
Why?
then that wouldn't happen in KOF because we have guard rolls forward and backwards. We have a blowback, you know, like, and besides that, we have good anti-air normals across the board in general, you know.
Yep.
So like in a way they wouldn't because the defensive systems of KOF are so strong that things like vortexing does happen, but there's so much things that the person attacking you has to look out for anyways,
yeah.
you know?
It's just reads. It's just basically your reads are spot on.
Exactly. Now you could play it safe, but at the same time like you can get steamrolled in KOF, but then at the same time you still have the tools to not get steamrolled. Like, so I felt that's why I like KOF so much because I felt they did it right. And then when I look at other games, I'm like, maybe this game should have that, you know?
I always think about balance, man. Like especially coming from CVS2 and Melty Blood, like especially Melty. Like I forget options. I forget like I can EX guard and I can parry or shield.
Yeah,
You
like
got stuff like that,
if
and you
if
have
if
dead
I
angling.
if I have to say something I'd like added to KOF, maybe if you, I guess I'll have to call it just defend, right? But but not just defending as I get life back. If you just defend, maybe frame advantage gets lessened for perfect guarding. Like I'd like to see that happen, and if you just defend perfectly, your guard doesn't decrease.
Okay.
Like your guard bar gets like whatever they attacked you with, it gets halved.
Right. Okay.
So it would add like, but you kind of get less frame advantage on them attacking. You get frame advantage for them attacking you, but you don't really get out of pressure, you know. But it will give you like a little bit more loopholes, and then I think like the meta game would be a lot better, or it'd be a lot different.
Okay.
And like I said, it'll just be another option added to everything. I don't know.
Right.
I doubt that's gonna happen, but hey.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Well, damn. I think I'm kind of.
Pretty cool. The more I think about it, like especially if you make it like so that you can, after you block something, you can like just guard something in the middle of a block string.
Yeah.
To make a lot of like safe block string, quote unquote unsafe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and make it so that if you mash during a block string, you get hit. Like a lot of people like to mash, and that would discourage people mashing.
Oh
yeah, yeah, things like that. Like it would be like, oh, okay, you know, because it could work against you too, because then they could set you up.
Yeah.
Also, it makes you that would make you what is it, like switch up your pressure? Like you have to always be like,
Yeah.
you can't do the same thing twice. That's like third strike. With
Yeah,
parry, you can't do the same thing. Like if it's a decent third strike player, if you do the same thing twice, you're getting punished hard. Because like
exactly, it would
I have
promote
a system mechanic.
It would definitely promote you attacking in different strings. Plus, characters that don't have reversals would have an added defensive mechanism that would help them out. Because like, they might get mauled, you know. It might help them be able to actually jab out eventually, you know.
Mm.
Or even if like well, I mean, you already have like, you kind of have a the alternate guarding is pretty good, to be honest. It's kind of like a push block while not getting grabbed at the same time. I thought that was a very thoughtful mechanism to put into the game.
For something to be a glitch originally, right?
Yeah.
I guess it was a glitch originally, but I think it's good because it kind of pushes you away from them, but it has a weakness because if you keep on going low, they can't do it, you know?
Oh yeah, you get low into HD.
Yeah, like it has a weakness, but then you can use it in reads and you can alleviate pressure with it, you know?
Oh yeah, that's true.
And then the throw game in KOF with command grab characters would be so strong if that wasn't present.
It would actually be unfair, I think.
I think Yuri would be the best character in the game.
Number one. Oh yes, because she's so oppressive and then like
And she has a
two
one frame command grab.
grabs.
She has like a one frame command grab. You wouldn't be able to get out of it.
Yep.
One frame command grab that can also follow up. That doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, and then she has a dive kick. So after you block a dive kick, then you have to worry about a tick
She
grab.
has a better command grab than the real grapplers. Come on.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
frame command grab that can follow up.
I play Shin and I just get sad. I'm like, why don't I have that?
Well, you kind of have an EX command grab,
It's not one frame though.
but
It's
No,
invincible.
not.
I
It's
know, but
invincible.
at least you can combo after it. Like, what about like Clark and what about Vice?
Oh, fuck Vice.
Well, I mean, Vice has a sleeve. You can't really talk about Vice.
Yeah, you really can.
Yeah, but
She
talk
has
about,
EX
like,
sleeve
command grab.
because they gave Vice something different to compensate
Yeah.
for that though.
Yeah.
And plus Vice has glitches working for her. She has that if you wake up and don't do anything,
Mm-hmm.
the 3 frames of invincibility.
That was unintentional.
Yeah, it was unintentional. It definitely was. But
How it works out.
I mean, things have a funny way of working out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm like, look at Clark. Like, why?
Well, he does have, come here, bro, give me a hug.
Yeah, I think they need to nerf that.
Nah, I'm good.
This is too good. But then like they need to buff his like regular command grab.
Let's say, what else would they do with him?
It's
then?
already 1 frame. The
Yeah,
regular
but
command grab.
it doesn't do as much damage as it used to. That's a very little damage.
No,
Right?
oh yeah, Freddy's saying like nerf come at me, bro, and make what's his name 1 frame
Do more damage.
I
Yeah,
don't know, man. Just bring back that Frankensteiner, man.
he'll come at me, bro,
Hey.
son.
Even though it's kind of almost like somewhat the same concept, but they just, instead of invincibility, they use auto guard.
Son, yo,
Massive,
Shadow was
massive
like, he was
guard.
like, yo, I wish Clark was this good in other games. Like when he would do stuff or when I would train him, it was like, he's like, yo, this is so silly. Like I DP or like I sit there, I don't know which one, and he's got the one framer. Like this is silly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just wish they make it like less vortexy.
I mean, but I would say that isn't that how Clark was always played though? To be
No.
honest,
Somewhat, yeah, a little bit,
that's what it looked. Cause I played 98 and 98 UM and stuff, and I missed the 2K2 UM. I'm like, all right, well Clark just did this in a different way. Like
Yeah.
it's the
Never-
same to me.
No, I don't think it was like this vortex before.
I mean, it might not have been. It's because the game is different, but he's
Well,
a
I mean-
grappler. He's a grappler, of course. Like he's just trying to like the traditional rule set of like grapplers is just like okay, mix you up, put you in these vortexy situations, and you're gonna guess. You guess wrong, you keep dying,
Mm.
and you die.
Well,
That's what
I know
grapplers
this
do.
is the first KOF that had invincible backdashes.
It's not invincible.
Well, it's not invincible. You frame one airborne, you know.
Yeah, they only
So-
added it since like console though. Like arcade, it wasn't like that.
I think the game needed that though.
Yeah, for sure.
So like the next KOF, I'd like them to keep that because it gives you another thing. Be like, okay, I'm gonna take the better of two evils. You know, either I'm gonna block this mix up, or I'm gonna backdash and take the hit and be out. You know,
Right. Yeah.
like if King didn't have frame one invincible, frame one airborne backdash, before she had meter, she wouldn't ever be able to be the first character on the team.
Ever.
She would get knocked down in the mid screen, and she would get beat to the corner.
Game over.
Yeah. So I mean, things like that make characters good, you know.
Those guys know what they're doing.
Yeah, it was fair. It was fair.
Top 5 dead or alive.
Oh yeah, backdash top 5 dead or alive. That was what Zach was saying.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I think I'm out of questions, man. Well, let me see if anyone in the chat room has any questions. If there's anyone there.
Oh, they're gonna actually autograph Liston. Better be ready.
I don't know.
Yo, this dude Goat Effer, he's like, yo, God is talking to me.
What?
All this knowledge, God's talking to me.
It's like I'm in heaven.
It's like he's in heaven, son.
Goat effer?
I'm trying not to, you know.
Okay. I thought he actually wrote his name as Goat effer. I'm not looking at the chat right now. So.
Oh man, do we have time for DC Uncut?
Oh shit.
Oh yes. Oh yes, that's my favorite part.
I don't know why I'm here.
That's the whole reason Freddy's here. He's like, yes.
I skipped casuals to come here. I'm gonna go play some Under Night in Birth.
Where? Well, why don't we give some shout outs and get up out here.
Alright.
Alright, cool. Lazy Freddy got shout outs, man?
Shout outs to everyone who's listening, and shout outs to everyone who's still playing KOF.
For sure.
Yeah. And shout outs to everyone who's trying out Under Night in Birth. I know it's a little bit different than what they're used to, and I hope people will stick with it, at least branch out, and that will surely expand your horizons in different games, and it will certainly help you in one way or another playing a new game. So shout outs to everyone.
Alright. Malik, you got shout outs, man?
Shout outs to Team Stickbug Zero Division. Yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to the whole New York, New Jersey crew. Just East Coast, everyone playing KOF, you know. They're still playing. I know it's hard, especially like since the game is pretty much a little over 4 years old now, starting from arcade build. And there's been a bunch of new games come out. People still playing Ultra. Under Night just came out. I bought it. I haven't even been playing it that much. I need to be. I will start tomorrow. We just got a bunch of games coming out, but I still love KOF. I played some casuals the weekend. I got here back in Georgia, and I played last weekend. I still love the game. It's still really, really, really fun, and it's intense. Like it's that good medium. Well, it's still a great game. I bought the game 3 times, well 4 times. So there you go. Bought it for PS3 once and 360 twice, and I bought the Steam edition full price. So, hopefully everyone finds a way to keep playing, or at least keep, if you can't have a monthly tournament, at least what's his name? Try to have sessions like twice a month or 3 times a month, stuff like that. Because everyone, we're all interested in trying other stuff for the most part, but we should still keep the game alive. It's a really quality game, and especially watching Smash, like game's 13 years old and got now 100 people there, and they play on Wii's, and I'm pretty sure they play on box TVs and stuff like that. So, that's a testament of how dedicated they are. So
Okay,
that's
cool.
it.
All right, cool, man. All right, our special guest Liston. You got any shout outs, final words?
Shout outs to Minus, shout outs to A3 Religion, shout outs to Josh Wickful if he's listening. Shout outs to Jason the Dragon. Shout outs to all of Queens.
Yo.
Shout outs to Sloppy Joe, Kane,
Yo.
Kane and Kira from Jersey. Let me see. Shout outs to all my Capcom people. Shout outs to all the people that play KOF. And shout outs to Anime Team Stick Bug.
Oh, anime.
Let's go. All right, I'm good.
All right. Thanks everybody for joining us this week. Tomorrow we got another episode. We're going to be interviewing Great Dark Hero. He's a U.S. player that lives in Germany, and he's back in the U.S. for a little bit. I don't know how long. I think he's here for like maybe 2 or 3 weeks. I think he's staying in Kentucky right now. So yeah, shouts to the Great Dark Hero. He's my specialist and fan. He wrote the Dream Cancel wiki for Mai and a lot of other forum posts for Mai. And he has some video tutorials up for Mai. I remember Mario E telling me that he was reading some of his stuff. That's how he kind of learned how to play Mai and stuff like that. So check us out tomorrow, and I'm going to run through the promos and shout-outs real quick. Got the shirts. Get a shirt at dreamcancel.spreadshirt.com. Everything is under at least $13. If you follow us on Twitter, we made find one of those free shipping coupons or something like that. So just stay tuned. Shout outs to Team Chaos. Shout outs to SLR Rosarito. Shout outs to Kings of Colorado. Shout outs to Zero Black. Shout outs to Frame Data application that you could put on your phone. Shout outs to KOFXIII on Steam. Shout outs to Chatwing, where you can chat with us on your mobile device. Shout outs to Tappa Talk, where you can view the forums via your telephone, and I'm gonna try to see what's up with the Finding Dream Cancel on there. Freddie, have you tried it now or?
Yeah, it doesn't work.
God damn it! All right. I'm gonna have to look into it. Shout outs to King of Fighters 98 on Android and iOS. We got one more code left. Man, I would like to give it away to somebody in the chat, but I don't think we got anybody in the chat that wants it right now. But
What's the code for?
iOS, Apple, KOF98 free download.
Oh.
So I mean, if anybody wants it, if you can hear me in the chat, if you have Apple phone, you want to play 98 for free, you want to try it out, sure, I'll just give it to you. Oh, shout out to Guts 3, September 19th and 21st in Connecticut. Shout outs to the tournament. Oh, wait, excuse me. Hyper Fight 2 next month, August 30th. That's on a Saturday. Shouts out to Summer Jam 8 in Philly, August 29th, 30th. And I think that's that's about it for our tournament announcement so far. I might see if I can find some more for tomorrow. But yeah, check us out tomorrow, same time, same channel. We're gonna be interviewing again. Great Dark Hero. So get your my questions ready. And again, thank everybody for watching us tonight. Share this on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube. Like us or whatever. Go on Google Plus, whichever that you can. And yeah, that's about it. Check us out tomorrow. All right, peace.